There was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Lil, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up when the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture.
All right, man. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces in the building. With me, I got my man Lil.
Today I choose violence.
Click box, select all.
I choose violence. And I want all 99 lives because I'm going to use every single one of those lives to continue to commit acts of violence. And don't give me a 1-up because that gives me 100 lives.
Don't give you
and I'll find another one. And I'll find another.
As always, I got my man. We got Negan Bacardi in the building today.
Rod Negan.
You
know what I'm saying?
Negan.
That's how you mix it all together. You know what I'm saying? Rod Negan.
Oh, we got Negan.
Segan. You taught me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Rod Negan.
But he's dressed up like Negan from The Walking Dead right now. So.
Yeah,
you see the mascot?
It's 28 days of cosplay, fam. I'm trying to close out the month, bro.
It's not even Halloween. What is this?
It's 28 days. It's Black History Month.
For black cosplayers, yeah.
For black cosplayers.
It's 28 days of black cosplay,
Y'all
fam.
just don't send the memo to Puerto Ricans? Like,
is it Puerto Rican History Month?
huh?
Is it Puerto Rican History Month? It's Black History Month.
I mean, you're right. This is true.
I didn't mean to cut you
But
like
we're
that.
advocates.
I didn't mean to
We've been there
stab
since the beginning, too.
I didn't mean to stab you like that, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
And as always, we got my man Didge in the building.
What's happening, people? How y'all doing today?
Man, I know we doing good, man.
We ain't choosing violence, huh?
Like,
I don't know how good you do if you
yeah, I mean, right now, I think
I
he
gotta
had
kick my feet up, man.
he had to choose.
I just had a wild day, man.
You had to choose violence to like bring the energy better, like bring it up.
And then to top it off, I knock off the top of the bubbler, the water, and spill it everywhere and break a bottle of Jameson. Like,
hey, we party today.
I'm not even inebriated.
So we still like y'all to be a sponsor.
I wanted to demonstrate to Ron how I wanted to poke this motherfucker in the head with my finger, and the whole thing just went flying.
You want this nigga muff the Cooligan, the Cooligan water cooler?
You start poking his temple with your finger like you told you bitch ass motherfucker. Like, that's the type of shit I want.
This is the violence that lives is choosing.
Did you see that on Instagram?
I did when they punked dude for trying to punk that old man.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
I didn't know.
That was trash.
Pretty much some dude. He was fucking with some old man.
I didn't even understand that.
Fucking with an old man, like really like flexing up on him.
Bro, he was flexing on him weird too. Like you saw, like he sucked in his body. Like he looked like he
turned into a monster.
He looked like that.
I'm talking about like
he looked like that monster from Sweet Home, bro. The very
What kind of
first
shit
one.
is this, dog?
So
he did. Yes, he did.
So some New York goons, they caught him, and they was in his face, like,
bro,
you know, I saw you fucking with that old man. Don't be fucking with him, like you ain't even like that.
Yeah,
like
niggas knew him from the block. It was like, what the fuck is this?
Like
you viral
like
for this?
Yeah.
No, they was poking the shit out of his head, bro. He was so scared.
And I was like, man, we need more shit like that. Like,
yeah, that's so
fuck shit. They need to be checked.
That's what I'm saying, because you know them niggas. So it's like, if a nigga on your block do something crazy and it goes viral, the niggas on your block should be like, yeah, because we don't do that. You don't even be on that. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't you.
Like, that's how you fact bust, nigga. You take that nigga
back a little bit, Ron.
Go back?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah,
a little bit?
right there.
I got a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I still? I'm good. Okay, we good.
Yeah, you good.
Your ascot ain't covering it up
sorry.
enough, dog.
You said that?
Your ascot ain't covering it up enough.
I'm trying to get the ascot.
You trying to use the ascot as a natural
I can't get my Fred going.
For those that don't know or don't understand what's going on, I'm trying to keep these motherfuckers from eating the microphone because they like to be all up in there like, like they French kissing, especially young deuces over here.
Came at you.
Since we talk about eating the mic and everything like that.
Pause.
Did you watch?
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's this going?
What?
Well, remember we talking about eating ass a whole bunch of last episode.
Oh yeah, I did watch Malcolm and Marie.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
I did.
Oh, it's good.
I didn't watch it.
I think
It's good. He not lying.
We talked about it last time.
But I'm like, here it is. Like,
It's good.
It's good, but
it's
it bring back some shit that you don't want to think
toxic
about.
as shit.
Bro, I get what Deuces meant by you don't watch it with somebody.
When I asked Rocky, I was like, you want to watch this? It's like, I don't think we should watch this together.
No, y'all should.
It's really like a single like nigga. to watch this.
It's like that, bro.
You get divorced after this?
Is it like the face of the death of black dating, nigga?
Fam, you watch it? 'Cause I ain't gonna lie. I watched it alone, and I'm like, bro, this bitch ain't know this. I'm ready to die somebody.
Nigga, went in your Rolodex like, bitch, hold on.
This was looking for every woman with. He was like, hold on, I'm gonna take all of them.
I spared y'all last time, but now I gotta tell y'all a couple of things.
I mean, you can tell me.
Because like I told y'all, remember it's the
argument. The argument is hell.
The argument started because he forgot to thank her on stage.
Yeah.
Now she was acting like it's not a big deal.
For his accolade for his
Yeah.
She acted like it wasn't a big deal, but he was like, it really was a big deal, right? So like that's like the first argument. So then within the argument, where she gets upset about is because everybody kept on coming to her like, oh man, he forgot to thank you. He forgot to thank. So like,
So they reminded her about that.
But he thanked the main girl on there, the main girl in it, right? That was in his movie. So then it comes out that the movie actually was inspired by her life. Right, so she's like, by
his girl's life,
like by his girl's life, right? But so then she arguing about that, like you did all this with everything like that,
and didn't even thank me for it.
Thank me, right? That was the first one.
That
right?
was when he was saying how you gonna go back and forth.
Yeah,
that was when I was like, hey, he is bogus.
I was like, he was bogus, right?
I was like, he is bogus.
So then he was like, oh, so you want to cut deep? You really want to cut deep? So then he broke it down. He said, you know that scene? You thought that scene was about you? Nah, that was about Stacy back in the day. I fucked her on a heart-shaped bed in the hotel. You thought that one scene about the bike was that was Monica from the other,
the
like
movie in general.
Right.
Petty,
So then she started cutting deep, right? So then, so now you on her side. Now you on Marie's side, right? So Marie, she kind of quiet. Then she come back with him. She was like, oh, so you think you big shit now? She was like, let's keep it real. Every movie that you didn't get any success. You know why? Because your movie's trash as shit.
Now she couldn't.
And she was like, now it's
back on your art.
Hey, now she back on that. She was like, keep it a bean. You only with me, so that way you can have this content. Without me, you wouldn't have this movie, so you wouldn't be shit. And he was like, oh shit.
So wait, who tried to kill who though?
They was killing each other.
Yeah, they was coming at each other.
It's not the most toxic movie you can possibly
so
that's what I said. You can't watch it because it got you mad about old arguments.
Because I see why you can watch it with a couple though, because it's like that back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Like women, I'm not even gonna say women or men will definitely look at the other motherfucker like that.
Right. Wait, hold on. I didn't even finish it.
Be like,
but here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
After she cut him deep, he soaked for a minute and everything. Then he come back to her. He was like, see, you think that I'm only with you for content. He's like, but see, you so toxic that you can't even recognize when a motherfucker love you. That I just love you for you and shit like that. So now you back on his side, like, oh shit, right? So
he playing mind games at that point.
No, they both playing mind games.
They trying to reel it back in.
No.
That's a pit talk.
Like I said, this movie is toxic
but so
as a bitch.
But here's the thing. Wait, she comes back and she's like, so you think that I'm really upset that you just didn't thank me? But however, we started this project together. This was something that me and you were supposed to be going to do. How come you didn't cast me? You knew that I was a part of it. She said, all this trauma was me and your trauma together, but you put out a movie and made something beautiful and I'm still living in it. So now you got it out and I still got to live with it. So now you like, damn, I'm on her side. Like you back and forth.
That's a lie.
It's a whole fucking lie.
You know why I can watch that movie? I'm like, dog, y'all don't just break the fuck up, bro.
I'm telling you, I started off the movie just chilling. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit just chilling, watch it. Fam, we get into a couple. I'm like, hold up, real quick. You start thinking of shit. Then
the nigga got you thinking on your phone looking at old text. Like,
I was ready to reignite
what you should have said. Like, hey, what up?
It didn't help that I was drinking.
Last text is from 2017. No. Here come Ditch and another thing.
It don't help that I've been drinking and that iPhone save anything. I'm just scrolling at this point. I'm drunk. The movie got me gassed, both sides. And I'm like, bro, son, hold up.
I'm mad.
Hey,
so how'd it end?
Oh shit!
Y'all don't even remember. Like, did they make? They had to have breakup, got back together. That's how every hood.
Was there any?
Oh yeah, they just went to sleep.
It was just it.
It was because I'm
trying to think of it.
It was the night. It was literally from.
Supposed to be
it was that night. It was after
the whole
prayer.
movie is one night.
It's the art. So you know you've had those arguments.
I did not.
That motherfucker lasted forever.
You didn't want to,
bro. That argument.
I'm
saying that argument.
And that's what it was.
I don't know if they
and the argument ended like the
I haven't had those
argument.
arguments. I haven't came home successful.
Hold on. No, but you
had to argue that.
No.
If I came home successful, I I've been like, hey.
No, but you
had arguments that lasted the night, and then it only ended when y'all went to sleep.
And then you wake up like the next. Because I guarantee they woke up the next morning like, ain't shit happened.
Right.
And just made breakfast.
So they just
I guarantee they did. Yeah, it was just it.
But they wait for a nigga to burn the toast, though, because if you burn the toast, you still fucking mad.
But that's how you
nigga, you still mad.
That's the key to those arguments.
Yeah.
That morning has to go great because that little piece that fuck up starts it all back over again.
Ain't no milk in the cereal. Ain't no milk. You drank the last of the milk, bitch ass nigga.
You make a pot of coffee, you ain't got no creamer. That's what the fuck is
like I said, the movie is shot amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a one night moment of like them going through all this.
John David Washington and fucking Zendaya acted the fuck out of this.
But it's really just a one night of like just turmoil of like success. But also like what got you there in like relationship, relationship
being ungrateful.
It's just pretty much just a toxic relationship. That's what I see. Because it literally is like I think the best thing for like the one line that I took from the whole movie that I was like, this kind of sums it up, right? It was from John David Washington when he said, out of all nights, this night, the best night of my life, you try to have an argument about something right now. And that was pretty much what the movie's about. And we've all had that moment where like shit's going good and then you just get in an argument. You're like, why are we arguing right now? We just had a great ass night and now you bringing up this argument and it fucks up the whole night.
I get it.
And that's what it is. It's literally that. But
because what y'all describing is like what adds you to the fire.
Yep.
That's it.
Like,
and then they just both get petty. It's just like, okay, you gonna start this argument? Fine then. And then they both they go for the jugular.
So
they go for the fucking
like, that
jugular.
sounds to me like, what that really sounds like to me is like if you wanted to put modern day society on like even like I'm not even trying to say like that's what it's like to be, but I feel like it's like a sense of like Instagram couples or like dating someone who had like really, really. Like everybody wants you, where it's like you always gonna have some kind of petty beef.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it turned into that. I'm sure you've been that mad. You're like, what I'm about to say probably ain't even true, but I know it'll cut you down.
Cut you deep, yeah. Because
that's what it turned.
They
it
was
turned
going
into
for the
where it's like,
jugular.
okay, we annoyed.
Why we doing that? That's why we gotta have black movies like
Bro,
that.
this
like
in
Black History Month.
But that ain't even a
like
black.
this.
I can't even call that just a black movie.
Right.
Right. That's just.
Hey,
people in
you know
general.
what part got me? So like they had this big argument, right? And like in the middle of it, right? In the middle of it. So throughout the whole movie, John David Washington was trying to fuck. Like he's trying to celebrate.
So he said he's trying to mend this argument.
He's trying to mend his argument multiple times, right?
I'm on high right now.
However, but here's so there was two moments that it had me. So one, the argument kind of died down. He went outside, chill. Like, I'm cool off, right? So when at first. So he did the typical nigga thing. When the first argument ended, he played a song like I'm sorry song.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And she was like, so she brought it up like, you think this song is gonna change it, whatever, like whatever, right? So that started another argument. So after that argument, he went outside, chilled on the patio, chilling, smoking. She come outside, play her phone, play a niggas ain't shit type song. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
I feel like
so that was the first one. The second moment, shit died down, right? So they on there. They on the floor, they kissing, they about to fuck and shit like that. And he was like, all right, hold on, I gotta go piss real quick. So he goes to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden she laying there, and then you just see a tear roll down her eye. So he walk in like ready, like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And he look at her like, and she was like, but why you didn't cast me? And he's like, so that's what started that. That's what started that argument of why you didn't cast me when we started this together. And I'm just like, it's just like, damn, bro, this like
it just wasn't. At that point, you like, it ain't meant to be, bro.
It ain't meant to be.
Like, bro.
Like I feel like that's what I feel like. I it's gonna be hard for me to watch that movie because I feel like
bro, it make you mad again.
But I've been like, bro, maybe it's a Scorpio thing, but I've been in situations where I've told, like, I'm like, bro, you will never get me to a point of an argument. I will walk away from you and make you feel stupid as a motherfucker.
But he did that. He tried that.
They
both done. They tried it. They both tried
it. No, because I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play the music. I'm not gonna do none of that shit with you.
He did play the music before that, but like, still, he walked off. He was done with it. That could have damn near been the end of this. And she came out there, dropped that phone, and it was I choose violence again.
I choose violence. We definitely got into this perfect because you like.
I mean, I'm just like, I'm just sitting here thinking and like, it's so relatable.
Have y'all been in some real toxic relationships?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been in a couple.
I mean, we definitely ain't gotta we gotta open that back.
Everybody,
I've had that,
bro. You're
was
not
never,
gonna sit up and tell me
I
you've never
just
been in a
think-
toxic
No,
relationship.
I mean, I've definitely been in.
It was never the overnight yelling.
I never feel like it was a toxic one, but I feel like I was definitely in a relationship that was like really like it was overbearing. It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
But also,
Overwhelming.
I felt that coming back from something. Like, it wasn't obviously the best night of my life, but it was like, just coming out from a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, like, we had so much fun.
Yeah, we had so much fun. We went to dinner, we went to a movie.
Yeah,
we had a blast. We've been laughing all day.
Even if it was like, we went out tonight, we had a damn good time.
Right.
Out, but it came home so happy. And I've had that with argument afterwards.
Right.
I mean,
not.
I just think it's like, for men, like, we're really simple, things that, that make us happy, that, that we enjoy, that we be on that high rise, we don't allow, like, emotion to really, like, we don't think about, like, emotional things. We're, like, in the moment, like, the
we're really
like,
in the
what
moment.
we're doing.
Oh, no, we definitely
and then,
in the moment.
Something will happen while you're spending that time with your girl. And, women, they think about things different,
do.
and they think of it on an emotional aspect. Like, this thing this one little thing that you did to me hurt my feelings.
I had a conversation with my daughter. Imani,
us
about
as
that
a
shit.
dude, we are like, we
But the
just,
night overall
we
was still
take that
great,
little
though.
thing
Yeah.
and we wouldn't think how that would affect us, because for us, it might be something so like,
And that's why that's why the show is so
It's not
good,
so-
because you waver on both
we
sides.
get hurt with our pride.
Well, so here's the
women, and I'm sorry, like, I don't want to
No,
generalize all women.
I'm
They
adding
get
to what you're
hurt
saying.
with their, when with intimacy and emotions. Like, there's certain little things that you can do that you might not know that will hurt her, because it wouldn't affect you. Because us, like, we don't like our,
But we don't get. But it's also like I think
don't like, you could tell me, like, that's why I never loved you. All right, cool, but don't tell me my dick little. Like, now
But
I'm
so-
hurt.
so that-
You know what
so
I'm
that-
saying?
so
all
you
right,
see what Liv's
like,
saying?
or don't,
That
you don't
growth.
love me. Don't tell me
That's
I don't
growth,
make
right?
enough money, or like I'm a like, it's stuff
But
like
it's
that.
a prideful thing.
Hey,
Like,
but you know how every
but
dude
like us, we
I
wild
got
out like,
the
oh
perfect-
shit, she said my dick little, like,
You know how every dude's like, oh, I got the perfect comeback. I was like, yeah, but you still sucked, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I saw that happen to one of my fraternity brothers. He was one of the dudes who used to say, he was like, oh, I got the perfect comeback. Fam, it cut him. He ain't know what to say.
It hurt?
It hurt.
But it was little?
And he was like, you ain't got to be like that. And I was like,
nigga folded up. He folded
Dog,
up.
it's just like, because then you just start
It's
doubting.
really weird,
Your
though.
dick
It's
could be 10 inches long. You'd be like, damn, is my shit really little?
But here's the
But like,
thing.
why would
Because
she
it's said
say
out
that?
loud. It's said out loud.
It's out loud.
It's said out
But
loud.
see, that's why this movie is so good, because Liv thinks like that, and we all kind of have that. We can empathize with
I wish I
women now
thought like
more.
that every day,
But we
because
didn't,
it'll
though.
save me from a lot of problems.
But here's the thing: when you watch that movie, like, it ain't gonna be just some machismo shit.
No,
that you're like,
dog, 'cause the way it's told-
watch the shit. Because sometimes, like, you gonna be like, oh, you know what? I kind of
Yeah, 'cause
understand what
the
this
way
is
it's
saying.
told-
Like, it's told so fucking good,
you
bro.
gonna be, I told you at the one point, I'm like, damn, why you do that?
Right, like, you,
Why, fam?
like, fam, like, you
No,
actually
and then
know,
why
like,
you done
But I
did it
think
before?
we're watching it too, like, as mature, like, because you're saying because you probably either been there.
I told
those
you, bro.
stories have
It's
been
literally it's literally you at you seeing a couple argue and you like, damn, I shouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's like,
Like, you literally watch it.
when your people invite you
in that
over.
back seat.
bro.
In that back seat.
Yeah.
You like you with your ugly ass motherfucking friends, and you like,
I've been there before, like, damn. Like,
And so, and,
hey, bro,
and-
just
and
chill out,
both
bro.
of them
Like,
making good
oh,
points.
you taking
so-
her side? Like,
Right.
bro,
No,
I'm just in the back seat.
I
it
definitely
do
have a
feel-
friend like that.
I just want to
feel
hit
like
this
that
blunt.
for
Y'all
sure.
arguing like I'm uncomfortable.
I definitely had a friend.
Just chill out.
I definitely
You
had
in the
a friend like that.
background just casually pouring yourself
Like-
a drink.
Like, I have,
Like,
so I got
damn.
a friend like
do
that.
I keep rolling this joint? Like, what do I do?
I got a friend like that, and I'm not gonna say his name because I know it would probably be a problem for him at home if I say his name. But I got a friend like
They
that.
already know if that's the case.
Yeah, they
No,
you
they don't
just-
know because I don't even think he probably watches the podcast. But I'm like, I know him for years, and his girl always been like, we knew him like growing up, like his
Right.
girl, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dog, this girl crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it was like it was always one of those like. She wasn't crazy, but it was
Right.
like you knew they had that like
That
he
That relationship
the softer one, she the
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was always funny though because when you see certain moments in life where like how we talk about like men be happy and women be like no, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm
Like-
miserable, you're
like,
miserable.
But I have y'all would just have to come to my house because I have a picture. It's the best picture I ever have in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a group picture. Of
She
like a
look
bunch
at
of
him
us.
angry?
But no, it's because he was so happy that he was holding a drink and he was pouring it on her while he was posing.
Is this a real picture?
I got a real picture.
I gotta see this
so
picture.
the only reason that we knew
Of
about
your
it,
friends?
like, yeah, oh my God. So
That's crazy.
the only reason this picture is amazingly funny, and I kept it, and I have it, and I've cherished it to my life, is because we didn't know what happened till after the picture. You know what I'm saying? Because after the picture, she cussed his ass out. Like,
Oh, so y'all didn't know why she was cussing him
yeah.
out.
So in the picture though, you see him smiling. And her looking at this nigga mugging, like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, and it was like perfect to me, like, that's y'all relationship. That's how I've always grew up to know y'all. Like, that's how I've always.
That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And it's all love. Like, I've loved, like, I mean, I've known her, and like, it was one of them, like, you grew up on the block, like, love. Like, you've seen them grow forever. Like, I all love to her. Like, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to joke on her when we were kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's so crazy though because it's like my grandmother and my grandfather on my dad's side.
I shared it to dude. I said it to dude too. Like, bro, this is the best picture I've ever had in my entire life.
He had like my grandmother, my grandfather, my dad's side. They had like the most volatile relationship because like he was always this really sweet old dude. Like he played guitar. He was cool, smooth. Mm-hmm. My grandma, she was always like I loved her to death. She was always cool, but she was always on like that shit, like what you're talking about, like So it was like I remember growing up, and she just come through, and she like my grandma damn near a midget. She like 4'7". Like she is. She's like 4'7". She used to chase, and this motherfucker was only like 5'3". She chasing this motherfucker around. Never forget that. She was chasing this motherfucker with a meat cleaver because she used to like the liver and onions, shit. And she chasing this motherfucker with a meat cleaver. With a meat cleaver. Since he was a guitarist, he used to leave for like months and go travel and play guitar. I'd be like, Grandma,
that's how you blew Grandpa?
And she used to get so mad. She'd be like, that motherfucker's out there playing that goddamn guitar again. And they were married since they were 20. He passed away about 2-3 years ago, but they were married up until then. Yeah. But the last 2 years, they lived at old folks' home, and he moved out of his apartment when my grandma moved upstairs. So when I went to Boston, I was like, yo, like, why are you living up here by yourself? He was like, man, I've been losing my memory, and your grandma, she be driving me crazy. So I thought that maybe if I come up here and live by myself, my shit will come back. Like, I swear to God, that right there, like, describes like the relationships that we like.
That's some funny
we
shit.
see like
that toxic shit.
They were, they only had my dad and my aunt, and my dad was out of the house when he was like 17, and my aunt very early. But they remained together. But they was always like that. But he wasn't the dude. I never heard the dude raise his voice or yell. Excuse me, I always see my grandma wild out on this motherfucker. And she a midget, dog. That's the funny thing. She's like 4'7", bro. Right, love that. And she wilding out on this dude.
He loved her something. He loved her for something.
Yeah, so I don't know. He used to just leave.
That shit funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
like,
so
that shit. It's
like normal to us. So it's like, I guess that movie is triggering because when you put it into a perspective of entertainment and you watch it, you see it, and it upsets you because it hits your
soul.
Because you really had a couple saying like, why the fuck would y'all even be doing this? But it's like, you're doing that.
But you were doing that 3 years ago.
Yeah, or 3 years. Yeah, whatever.
Or 4 years ago.
It gets to that point, like I said, I don't know if it was just because I was also drinking while watching it, but it got to that point where you like, fam, I done went through some shit like this. Like, hold on real quick.
Diz hit up all his college girlfriends.
That nigga was like,
Diz was apologizing. Like, look, I'm very sorry if I ever hurt your feelings.
Then he got a mass number, got to text his girls like, bitch. Like, one word. Like, who is this?
I'm so glad I didn't send out any text messages with it, but I know I deleted something. Like, I got to the point where
you got to write that.
No, I got some typing.
This nigga had a growth moment.
So while we are,
like, you know what's so crazy? That shit came out doing Mercury retrograde too. So
my God, every girl drove.
Nigga was definitely tripping.
So while we on the topic of dysfunctional like couples, like. Let's talk about a fairly functional, dysfunctional couple. Wandavision.
No.
I want to say, because I don't want it to break in half.
I don't want to cut it short. So I want us to talk about that after the break.
You want to take
the entire break? No, not right now.
I want,
I want that to be after the break.
But I do have something that I do want to.
The entire second half can be literally that.
Because I know we're going to go in. We're going to go in.
Okay. Fair
but
enough.
I did want to get.
You see, I told you, Rudy the superstar. He like, no.
Hey, time out.
You thought you had a moment.
You thought you had a moment. He's going to lead in. He on his computer.
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
I got my producing bag.
That was a good transition.
It was.
And this was Dig's idea.
Boom.
But
got in my producing bag.
But I did want to. So
niggas give me my credit.
Right? He gonna be like setting up podcast shows and writing the script. I will be on his IMBD tomorrow.
But IMBD flooded.
So
bro.
since the last podcast, one thing that did come out that was huge that we didn't get a chance to talk about yet was the Snyder Cut.
Oh yeah, the Snyder Cut.
Oh my God! So my trials and tribulations with HBO Max is finally absolutely over.
Oh, they don't know about it.
No,
So-
that happened right after podcast. And got,
You had
and
a real
got
dad
settled
moment.
right before.
Like, you had a real Nas moment.
Liv was struggling.
Liv was sitting at the laptop on like Nas, like, hey, when did my shit go? When did
Fam, I ain't gonna lie.
when did Wonder Woman come on?
I forgot about Nas.
When he
Remember
stopped
Nas was stuck on
texting
the-
about it, I thought it was settled. So when he came back, it was like, hey, I got it working. I'm like,
Weeks later.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Weeks later, bro. When he said that, and he said it so late, like nigga, it's like the middle of the night.
I already missed
Like,
the movie.
it was the middle.
So let me just get a listener. So I've been struggling with trying to understand the concept of HBO Max. So if y'all know, you've got HBO and you got HBO Max. Now I got Amazon Prime and I got HBO under that mug. So I be watching stuff, and I tried to look for HBO Max on Amazon Prime and you couldn't find it. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a regular HBO. Well, I wanted to watch, Growing Up Milwaukee.
No,
you want to watch
First you want to watch
and Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
and Wonder Woman.
You give shine to that trash ass movie first.
And Wonder
You
Woman.
do that first.
I wanted to watch Wonder Woman.
We told Liv, we was like, why are you
It's not
working-
even worth the effort
we
he's
told
doing.
Liv, no, verbatim. We said, why are you working so hard to be disappointed?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you was
yeah.
gonna come out of that.
I think a
like,
nigga,
bro,
I think either me or somebody W in the group chat is like, why are you doing this for this?
I mean,
all three of us like, you said it first.
Yeah.
And at one point, dude was like,
Y'all
bro,
were
it's
trying
not
to
worth
discourage
it.
me.
This nigga
too.
got
It ain't worth it.
like
That movie
if
is not
anyone
worth
and they
it. If you would have said anything else, I'd have been with you. But that
Like-
movie,
like I don't think there's a nigga group chat or worldwide group chat, no race group chat in life that someone popped in and said, I'm trying to watch Wonder Woman and I can't get out it. Like I don't think there's ever been a group chat ever that said that.
The first Wonder Woman.
Maybe the first one.
But
So let me clear it. Wonder Woman 84. Like
So I was trying to figure it out, and I'd go on Amazon or HBO, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't bring up the movie. So then I go to HBO Max on the website on Google, and I log in. And I'm like, I'm logged in.
Right.
I'm on HBO Max. Like, how am I logged
That's
in?
what I assumed that
Like,
he had it
what
fixed.
is going on? Like,
Right.
okay, let me go back. Movie's still not there, but I'm on HBO Max on the thing.
see,
well,
I
then
simply had it fixed when I showed him where the remember I sent the screenshot.
Well, then I realized I was like, oh,
That
wait,
was after
let
I
me-
thought he got it
It
fixed. I
asked
was
me,
shocked.
it asked me, what's your TV provider? And I was like, okay, cool. So then I selected it, and it was like, okay, I saw all the HBO Max movies. I was like,
so you said your provider?
yeah, and selected. So I selected Amazon. I got HBO through Amazon, and it opened up HBO Max on my
HBO Max.
on my laptop.
Y'all not kid friendly enough.
But,
like y'all not safe proof enough to
on my
like.
laptop.
They probably don't want kids.
On my laptop, and I'm looking at it on the browser. I'm like, good, I see all the movies. Let me go to Amazon. I go to Amazon, I put on HBO. Ain't none of them goddamn movies on. So now I look on my Samsung TV and I find the app. And I'm like, oh, dope. HBO Max app. I download that motherfucker. I turn it on. It tells me you need to update the application in order to watch it. So I'm like, all right, I'll update it.
This nigga's giving us a true anime story right now.
So I gotta update it.
Episode 2.
I
Like,
go to
this is-
update
now
it.
we waiting on the download.
I go to update. I don't see no updates. So I'm like, let me Google this shit. Maybe it's some weird shit. So I Google it, and it tells me to go to the app, press down, and you see the options, move, yada, yada, and update. I do exactly that. See everything except update. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Next episode.
That's when I snapped.
That was like
Next
a
episode.
banger.
That's when I
That's
snapped
when
on the
Liv turned to a
chat.
villain.
Yeah.
That's when he turned to a
Hey,
villain. He's
that's
like,
when
fuck y'all.
Hey, that's when
Fuck y'all.
That's when I went back to the chat. I was like, "Fuck this HBO shit. Fuck this HBO. Why the fuck they gotta make it so goddamn different? I don't fucking understand."
That nigga got turned to a villain. Niggas
But-
wouldn't- they want to hear for your life.
But yesterday, because my girl is very calm, and I thank you. I don't know
She
what
turned
I did
Thanos.
to
She said,
deserve
I
her.
guess I'll do it.
She tried it. I was like, look, man, keep telling this. It need to be updated. We can't update it. She's like, why don't you delete it? I'm like, all right, I'll delete it. And then I went to download it, and it was like, you got too much storage. You got no space on your TV. I was like, the last thing I downloaded was HBO Max. How do I not have enough storage? So I just started
That's when the
deleting
boss
shit.
come in, like, I guess I'll take care of this. Take off the cloak and step down.
So she was like, just delete some shit. I'm like, all right, delete it. I go to install it. It still won't let me install it. She was like, turn off the TV and turn it back on. I'm like, all right.
They reset it.
I did that, and then HBO Max installed. And then I logged in, and I got it. I got it.
I feel like
last night.
what makes it so crazy, like I feel like Rocky was just walking around doing regular shit around the house, and you were just like making like loud noise, and she like. Just turn the TV
That's
off.
exactly. That is
like it moved into another room. Like it was like
funny thing.
Like 3-act arc in that.
Yeah, we had an arc. This is like the arc of Liv. Like this is a Liv arc. We had a Liv arc moment. Like we had a real Liv arc moment.
The funny thing is,
protagonist. We had an antagonist. We had everything. We had all that.
That scenario that you described, Ron, is pretty much how damn near every day of our life goes.
Hey, you said HBO Max is the freezer lab? Like,
Right.
Hey,
That was what it did.
on the real, when I got it, I was like, yeah, we got it. What do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? And I'm like, oh my God, I get to see Tom and Jerry in the next few days.
Oh, yeah,
which
that
I'm
came out
watching.
today. I'm watching
watch
that.
it?
Mortal Kombat. I'm waiting for Zeta to come
well,
home so I can watch it.
let's talk about this Snyder Cut trailer though, real quick.
Yeah,
I
That is
think
how
it
we-
looks like a whole new movie,
It
and
does.
I can't wait to watch it.
My question is,
I'm actually excited about it.
why the fuck did they delete or exit
I
out
heard they
this
passed
shit?
the whole
Didn't
shit.
they
Like,
fire
I heard they
him?
passed another thing saying like they was like niggas did not
didn't-
want this at all.
But
like,
why?
My thing is like, why we snitching later?
Because
Like, why
he left
we
the
snitching
movie.
later?
They probably
No. Snyder has been always saying this shit. Snyder
Did they
been
fire
always-
him or did he leave the movie?
I think he left.
So
it's
they-
one of the two.
Which, either way,
Whatever he was left without.
It was a personal reason, like a serious something like
I
that.
think it was
somebody died.
cancer or
Daughter
something,
died?
right? I
Like
think it was
something.
cancer.
was it his daughter?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. And he-
Because
yeah.
that's why they have Hallelujah in
Yeah.
the trailer because that was her favorite song.
Yeah,
But my thing is this.
I
His
don't-
daughter had cancer and she passed
was his
away.
daughter? Okay.
Even still, how do you see this footage and be like, nah?
Because pettiness and didn't because Warner's owned by AT&T, right? Whoever owns
12
eventually
age casket scotch. Look at this.
whoever eventually owns
We drink
like
good.
WB and DC. I remember reading an article. They fired like basically all of their like film division,
Right.
and it's like the tech people are running it.
Yeah.
So they probably all they looked at it was in terms of he doesn't work for this property, blah blah. They probably just ran some algorithm or some shit and figured that this isn't gonna sell.
Bro, and you know what's so funny?
I have a different theory. Because who wasn't it Josh Whedon that took over, right? No, who took over?
It was Joss Whedon.
Josh Whedon
Yeah,
took
Joss
over.
Whedon took over.
He was just hating.
My theory,
Blackballing
I wasn't
because
really
he knew
hating.
the Snyder. Bro, that
No,
Snyder Cut
let me-
looks
no,
amazing.
I know it does. Here's my theory. Josh Whedon was like, he saw that footage. He was like, no, fuck that shit. I ain't trying to have them compete with my Marvel shit. So let me fuck they shit up real
Joss
quick.
Whedon don't do Marvel shit.
Didn't he do Marvel? I thought he was
Yeah,
Marvel.
he came from Marvel.
He
I
used
thought
to. I don't think he
I don't
still
think he do it
does
anymore.
Yeah,
He
no,
still
he
does
came from
it,
Marvel to
but he
DC.
came from Marvel at the time. So I think that he was just like, I'm gonna fuck this shit up. So that way they ain't
That's
fucking
really
my
what.
Marvel
That's really
shit.
what made it like.
That's what I
crazy.
think. That's
That,
my
like,
theory.
the Joss Whedon, like I remember, like the Joss Whedon thing was like he was still on Marvel.
Yeah, he
He
at the
was
time.
on
during this
Marvel.
Batman, like during like the Batman.
Because Josh Whedon did Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
He did.
I think so.
I'm
But
looking
the
at it
crazy
now.
thing is,
He came
He like
right
it was
after
right
Batman
after
vs
it.
Superman.
And so that's what I'm
to
thinking.
Snatch up,
And that's
to
why
snatch up
He
Snyder's.
did Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah, so I think that he was sitting there he was like, I ain't gonna let them fuck up this shit. So I'm
But
gonna.
I mean,
That's my theory.
like Avengers and like both of those was more dramatic and suspenseful
Than
and, like
what
depth
Justice
than-
you know what?
League
I
gave it up.
just watched Age of Ultron again.
I think he intentionally bombed so that way.
Oh, like the fucker with the
Yeah,
Avengers.
yeah.
Like sneak agent.
That's what I think. That's
This
my
nigga
theory.
was solid snake.
He was solid snake. What Whedon was like, I ain't
Matter
gonna-
this nigga said, dog.
That's my theory.
I just watched Age of Ultron again, and man, that's really one of the dope Avenger movies.
Oh, it is.
Fam.
It is.
I fucking love Age of Ultron.
I rewatched it.
People
after,
didn't like it. I remember it got.
I didn't think it was that great at first.
It got
I didn't
deep.
either.
And
But now that I watch it again, I love that
I
scene where
rewatched it
Ultron
earlier
came
today.
through. And the beginning where they were fighting at Tony's party.
Well, yeah. Let's see,
Oh,
here's the
yeah.
thing.
My bad, Ditch. Go ahead.
No, I was
But
just gonna say I
was-
rewatched it again earlier today after just because I was like we were slow at work today, so I rewatched it again after watching Wandavision.
Well,
seeing
they
all the
keep on
background
showing
scenes.
it.
Fam, it make it a lot better because it is shit.
It's
not
the
there's-
recommendation. After
Yeah.
every episode
And
of
it's like-
WandaVision,
It is,
they
yeah.
recommend Age of Ultron.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't really like noticed like anything different with the scenes, but you got a different understanding
Yep.
because of that other side, and I was like, oh shit, like this is heavily.
Dog,
This
how
is
they
want-
heavily
they
How did
want
we
to
get back to
go
Marvel? We supposed to be talking about the Snyder Cut.
because we talking about he wrote on Marvel.
okay.
But I'm excited.
I am really excited.
I want to see Darkseid
Me too.
do his rectangle laser
Like, oh, it gotta-
eyes
it
where
gotta
they
go
move everywhere. Like I cannot
Yeah.
accept
Like you want
regular.
you want a nigga in the air, like you can't get us from up here. He was like,
that's
I
what-
got
and
you.
then he do some weird
Well,
shit with
because
his
hold
my beer.
lasers.
There's two things that he got to do. He has to float like this.
Yep.
Right, which is not
Yeah,
moving.
he gotta come in.
And
Yeah,
he gotta float.
He gotta
like
come
this.
in demanding.
Yep, and then he gotta do the laser eyes where you like, and like, cause remember
Where
that's
it's like it looks like the
remember-
old. Remember the laser, the window thing.
Yeah.
You know what I would love,
Remember,
though? Like-
that's how he hit Flash in.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would love
He-
a flash scene of him running from the laser.
Yeah,
because
that's how-
that would show him like
that's how they
really
did it in the
chasing
animated
his ass
movie.
out.
So
like,
I wonder-
you
In
don't
the
gotta
movies.
touch nobody else, but a Flash, knowing that we know Flash can run anywhere,
And that's
the laser eyes
establishing
following him.
dominance.
Like
I
that.
wonder,
It has to be that.
Is this
scene.
is this going to end in something negative so that way it leads into Flashpoint?
I think they
It would
done
have
gave all
to.
that stuff up, man.
No,
Well,
the
no,
Flashpoint is still coming.
What the
Flashpoint
fuck y'all
is
talking about this linear verse shit?
Fam, okay, see, I was reading that article earlier.
I always thought that's how comics
That don't
work,
make
dog.
no sense.
Fam,
It do.
That mean that Smallville nigga is racist. You know what I'm saying?
Like-
you talk about Smallville Clark is racist.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
what they
He's
doing-
racist and
No, I'm just saying, like, I feel like because there's never been a black person that was saved in the old ass fucking.
But that means
Superman
that
comics.
like Adam
But
West
Smallville-
is the Batman that we got
No,
now.
so I think it's only I think it's only comics.
Okay, well, I was
So I
saying because
think-
I'm like,
but-
It's gotta
Adam
be
West
only
is
comics,
not.
because
Yeah,
they
like,
were-
Adam West is not the Batman that we just saw.
No, yes,
Like,
I-
that nigga get hip. That nigga hip.
Adam West is doing a lot of this.
But
Yeah.
in comics,
And I-
like I always like for me, like Batman's universe was always standstill. I
I'm not
never
gonna
thought
lie,
of it as something
I
that
didn't-
grew or progressed.
I didn't
I never
think of
did.
it. I
well,
with it being comics,
I
I thought
gotta-
every single run
The
was just a
Robins
whole
are an
different thing.
exception.
Well, no. Here's the thing: and the Robins, and also because they're like when you have Batman in his prime, then you have Batman in his older age, and then when you have Batman in Batman Beyond, that's the only reason why I thought.
But
it
those are
continued.
different, though. I don't think
No,
the
so
linear
what it-
verse.
no,
don't
so
do
what-
those.
What the
Well, I
linear
don't know.
verse,
I don't know
what
yet.
the linear verse from the article that I read, what it sounds like it's saying is, so Superman from Action Comics #1 back in 1935, and I guess the Superman from I don't know if he has a current run. Like I know they're doing the future state, but that Superman from the current run is the exact same Superman.
But you know what's so crazy
I
about
can understand that because
Hold on,
I got Krypton.
I have to.
No, but okay, let me also go. So the Batman from
Now that I don't.
so the
that
Batman
makes no
I don't know.
sense.
I don't know when the first Batman came from. Let's say 1941.
That's Adam West.
1938.
38.
This
Okay,
is
so
Batman.
Batman from 1938 and Batman from their main run right now is the exact same
See, now
Batman.
that-
They
that
had-
makes sense.
Batman they would have in comic books would be.
That
Old man,
makes
so
no sense.
old man
I gotta-
Batman won't happen. Old man Batman shouldn't be because they had it. And whatever issue this is, they said it. The guy literally told him, "You're not going to age. You're going to you're going to have
So
extended
that mean
longevity."
that mean Bruce
So yeah,
Wayne got a power.
So that mean old man Batman.
It's who?
That's not
an old
Bruce
nigga
Wayne.
being in the
Yeah,
Batman
that's
time.
not-
But
that's not
okay,
Bruce Wayne.
I gotta dive in on this conversation because so what you're
He
saying.
gave everybody Deadpool.
Hold on.
You
So
know
what you're saying is how I always imagined the DC universe. Because like when they have old man Batman and shit like that, to me, that's not within that timeline for me at all. That
So you
that
think
had
it's-
nothing to do.
but it
and
almost
always
sounded like
to me
they
it was
got rid
something
of-
separate. But here's the funny thing about DC and them saying that they have rebooted DC twice.
They have.
Yeah, 'cause they
So,
talked about the
it's
Omniverse.
funny. It's funny that they now like that linear verse theory would work perfectly up until they did the New 52. When they did the New 52 was it was a reboot of the
All of
entire
it, they-
DC
But was it
universe.
rebirth? Or
Not
reboot?
anymore.
I'm
Not
gonna
anymore.
get there.
That was the same niggas they just had. That was just some shit in their lives.
No, but here's the crazy thing. No, because the New 52 was
No.
an entire new.
Dish is saying what you're saying is correct. He's
That is
saying,
correct, but
per the interview,
apparently
he's
not
saying
anymore.
no.
Apparently, that's just some shit that happened in their life.
That's what I'm getting to. Like they're basically backtracking back to before those reboots because they know I feel like they might know they fucked up. When New 52 came out, like there wasn't really anything that was like super
What
dope
caused
that was
This-
crazy for.
So
it.
with,
That I went crazy.
So
for.
with
Was
Re-
New
wait,
52
wait,
the last
question.
reboot before this
No,
linear?
Wait,
Rebirth
hold on. I got a
is
question.
the next
Okay.
reboot.
But Rebirth,
But that's DC, the
Hold on,
whole
hold on.
DC reboot. Like,
Rebirth is
not a new universe.
Rebirth happened after Flashpoint. What caused the New 52 reboot?
The new DC decided to just
They just
do a new
rebooted.
direction.
Because
They,
see, at
they
least-
literally those are like
because at
that-
least with
New
Rebirth-
52 is
Yeah.
DC Comics as if it was starting as a new company
Okay.
at that moment of time.
Okay, because
Right, it looked like the New 52.
yeah, because at least
Okay.
with Rebirth they had an event. Like Flashpoint started Rebirth, so at least that was an event that led up.
So
to
that could almost make sense with the linear. They could be like, okay, we kind of remember the shit that happened
Yeah.
before the rebirth.
Marvel
So
kind
I
of
wonder-
sort of did with the same thing when they started introducing the multiverses. That's how that when Deadpool died all the universes came together. That's how they got rid of all of their other.
Well, that's what it almost sounds like.
See, that makes sense. So what Dish is saying, and this, so to me, if they said from the New 52 on now, then that would make sense because the rebirth is what kind of started. But if they're saying before the New 52,
specifically, one of the quotes was so the Superman from the Action Comics #1 is the same Clark Kent that you see today.
I can understand
and
that.
He said him and Batman.
It's an alien race.
I get it.
An alien race.
We don't know how they're gonna.
We don't know how alien races are.
You don't know.
Batman
especially getting the power.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, I get Batman.
Bro,
no, I don't get Batman.
No, I'm saying like I get what you're saying about like Batman.
But you don't know. But especially getting powers from the sun, we don't know what that does to them.
Yeah.
They can do this. Simpsons have been a linear verse for almost 25 years.
But no,
them niggas wear the same fucking the same outfit.
They have been
but the Simpsons do.
They have been the same.
They've been the same everything.
They have,
but it has
25
they do reference years. He's not wrong. Because I was going to say they don't reference a year in there, but they do
reference
They reference years.
And they do it on purpose. Matt Groening explained it years ago. They do it. They do it on purpose. None of them change. The years keep going, but they stay the same.
I didn't bring it up like in the group chat to be like, oh, let's like shit on DC. I was just like, bro, this is wild.
Well, I always looked at their shit like that until they did the New 52.
I ain't gonna lie. I just never thought about it.
Well, see, for me, I didn't look at it like that. I always said because before.
Because Marvel is the same that to me too.
Remember,
Captain America 49 is the same. The Captain America from the Timely Comics, Namor, and the fire dude Johnny Storm are the same. Human Torch are this. No, well, I gotta digress on Human Torch because I think he was an android Untimely Comics. Really? Yes. But
Captain America?
No, Human Torch.
No, Human Torch.
Okay.
I think they humanized them because they recycled the character for Fantastic Four. But Captain America and Namor have been the same fucking character.
I literally never thought about it.
See, here's the thing. Here's what I thought, and this is what. So before Deadpool died, remember, Marvel didn't really have a restart of their universe. So
they did. Marvel Now. Marvel Now is the restart of their universe.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
Marvel has relaunched, I think, twice.
That was it. Which one was Now the one that came out around 52? Because I figured
Now came out after. Now is probably, I think, came out maybe about 5 years ago. I could be mistaken.
Oh yeah,
when was 52?
That's when they made. That's when they stamped that Nick Fury was.
That's when they changed Nick Fury to completely black to
look like
Samuel L.
Jackson.
It was like then it started
because they don't use a white Nick Fury anymore.
It's Samuel L. Jackson. Like you can see him. Like
because the black Nick Fury was only from the from Earth 613 DC or Marvel. I can't remember. It's from the Ultimates universe. Black Nick Fury. Yeah. White Nick Fury now don't even fucking exist.
Was New 52.
But like I used to always say that.
11.
I used to always say that DC was the smartest.
That's what I'm about to look next.
Yeah, I used to always say
I want to say 2015, bitch.
Well, because I used to always say DC was the smartest because I was like, Flashpoint literally lets you do anything. That means that you can literally do anything and say, oh yeah, this is not canon, it's just another universe. Because
it debuted in 2012.
I didn't think DC had one.
Really?
I feel like I feel like they made it. They announced it right after 52 tried to start a revamp.
That's.
Because that would make sense though. Why?
I thought 2015 too though.
I thought 2015 though but then again,
that's how like the way I remember.
When did Iron Man come out? Because I think that would have lined up.
It wouldn't have mattered because
Iron Man came out 2009.
Yeah.
No, so I'm saying you said 2012, right?
I guess that's not far enough.
It makes sense that like after Iron Man and all those movies started getting popularized, like okay, let's stamp this Nick Fury.
But
I always thought every time, like even if they before these whole major universe reboots, the way I looked at comics for forever, because I just never thought too much about it was each different run. Just a different story.
Me too.
DC does that a lot, but they still have a continuation of their main universe.
I never.
And Marvel does the same too.
I never looked at it unless there were like certain events, like when I just read like
event where you like
their
the House
big
of
events. That's their main timeline.
I never looked at it as those characters in it being from whatever. Like if I read,
Dark Knight's Metal. That's not part of. That's not canon to the main DC timeline.
Right.
Let's see what else. Like
the Darkest Night's not.
Well, the
Darkest Night where everybody turns zombies.
Feel like that too. Like
that's not.
But
I'm saying like a storyline like let's take like the Black Panther run that Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote. That apparently, according to this, then the same Black Panther that showed up in the new Infinity War series.
Well, no, you said DC, so this is Marvel.
Well, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying like how I looked at it, comics in general. So that's saying, I guess the way what you're saying from both of them they do is that he was still the same one that was at Infinity Wars Prime. I never looked at comics like that. I just didn't. It was just never like, all right, it's just a different
So what they
storyline.
do is that if like that Infinity War
like the tree,
Prime
like,
like storyline, like if they do a Black Panther like his own shit, like it will still be part of that because they'll make reference to it. But
I'm saying like a whole line that came maybe before that came out.
Hold on, I know what you're saying. So you know how with all the new, with all the New 52, it has that little swoop thing that says New 52.
Yeah.
And the Rebirth had that little swoop.
Yeah.
Right? So
New 52 had just a little box.
The Rebirth had the swoop.
Yeah.
So I would think anything that had the little swoop that said Rebirth was all canon, and the New 52 had nothing to do with it. So, but they're just saying is based off what they said is that the New 52 and the Rebirth is all the same.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm thinking they're saying that it's not. I think
they're saying that. Like I said, it was. To be fair, with the article, it took out parts from this interview. I was trying to find where the actual interview so I could listen to it, but from what I gathered with it, he was saying literally everything that's happened from this character's start to now is canon.
So the only thing about New 52 is that when they literally relaunched every single
so
story.
maybe he means from New 52 on.
What they did, because they gave new and different origins to people. Even Superman looked different, and even his attitude was different. A lot of people prefer Superman New 52 over the Superman previously because he was more serious. He was more like
Superman 2 now is more serious, I think.
Superman New 52, yes. He was more serious, but
I mean,
a lot of
the
people
movies
complained
off the 52
too
one.
because they would say that Superman looked Asian, and he did. Like, he kind of looked Asian. He didn't look like a Caucasian male, but he was a little bit more serious.
Keep me honest. The Superman now, though, that's the one that is kind of wavering between
the Superman now. Even the one I would consider that Superman now be the Superman from before the New 52s. The ones from.
I thought the one now was more serious.
That could be the whole base of this. Read just that highlighted.
What am I reading?
Well, while he's reading that,
you're probably reading the same article.
No. I was going to bring up.
So the new Superman is still serious, but he still has the seriousness of Superman. The New 52. Superman was serious, but he was also like, I ain't fucking with this shit, like type shit.
The one from Injustice is that is that New 52?
No, that wasn't from New 52 at all. I think that was just a Superman they made for Injustice, because that's his own universe.
But I thought that. Oh, okay, you're right.
Injustice is his own universe.
So speaking of that, while he's reading that, we're getting a reboot.
I mean, I think what they really
reboot?
doing with this
Superman.
It sounds like to me it's really like it sounds like a sitcom verse.
But it does sound like literally everything happens.
It's not like sitcom verse, like what you're saying, like what we saying about Simpsons.
Like sitcom verse.
They don't necessarily like
so shit happens. It's just this episode and everything comes. So okay, that's just
like how we do like watching Simpsons like Treehouse of Horror. Like that's not an episode. It's literally
that's not
like
an episode.
Okay, yeah.
Thing. It's a spinoff.
Right. So
you know what I'm saying, like
how
I do want to talk about this.
How do y'all feel about J.J. Abrams with the reboot of the Superman?
I liked his fake Superman horror movie.
Oh yeah, he did do
so,
that.
I mean, he did Brightburn,
but he also remember. So I like JJ.
I love JJ Abrams.
I like JJ. I didn't realize that.
Listen here, damn. Why can't I think of the name? You know what the name?
My thing is like
Quiet Place.
The monster movie.
That was James Gunn.
Quiet Place.
No,
James Gunn was a Quiet Place.
No,
James Gunn was Brightburn.
Cloverfield.
No, but James Gunn was Brightburn.
James Gunn was Brightburn.
James Gunn was Brightburn.
Okay, J.J. Abrams does. Oh, J.J. Abrams does
Cloverfield.
You know what? I just watched the new Cloverfield movie.
Which one?
I was telling y'all, motherfuckers, to watch
it. Which one? The one in space or the one with
It's a Cloverfield in space. I ain't seen that one.
With old boy from Roseanne.
You don't even know. Look at this, y'all. Those ain't even the movies I'm talking about.
Which one?
I'm talking about Captive State.
That's a Cloverfield?
Captive State is in the Cloverfield universe, and it's got our man Tick from
then I'm watching it.
From Lovecraft Country in it.
Because I fucking love everything J.J. Abrams. Like, I love Lost. I love Super 8.
I don't think J.J. Abrams did that.
I like Super 8.
I love
Super 8.
Super 8 is one of the most amazing.
What'd you say?
But Super 8 is also a Spielberg movie.
That was both of them. That's why I really was called.
But you know what? I can't give it his flowers like that, because if I got J.J. Abrams and Steven Spielberg and Super 8 was dope, but it still wasn't to the caliber that it should be. I feel like Spielberg could have done that same movie by himself.
My problem is the fact that you said that the caliber wasn't where it needed to be at.
I don't think
Super 8 was fucking amazing.
I
like Super 8 a lot.
I give it a 9.
Was fucking amazing.
I give it a 9.75.
So what you need is Spielberg. I don't understand.
I give it a 9.75.
Like that's
because
high
I
as a
still
bitch.
felt slightly disappointed with the movie. I can't explain why, but just
you know the part that you didn't like was the fact that the monster let the boys go. Let the kids go. That's what you didn't like.
Maybe if he killed
that
them,
was
then I'd be happy.
that was the
Because that'll
Steven-
be some J.J. Abrams shit.
No, because that was the Steven
And J.J.
Spielberg
Abrams didn't do
E.T.
Captain Stick.
like the whole oh, I'm the same as you. We gonna let you free. We gonna make sure you get away from me.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro.
that was the Steven Spielberg. So
Yeah.
like, if you'd have saw it, and it wasn't no blood.
Justice League Dark.
Yeah, no,
wasn't no
J.J.
blood,
Abrams.
Super
Listen, let's just list the stuff that he did. Lovecraft Country. One we already know we love that. I mean, he partnered with that. Partnered in Westworld. We already said Cloverfield. We already said Super 8. Remember, he was part of the
Talking about J.J. Abrams? Yeah.
J.J. Abrams. He was part of the
I like all
he
his
was part of
movies.
he's part of the Star Trek.
I
reboot.
think he's the closest
Lost.
thing to Spielberg when it
Fucking-
comes to
he
that
did-
type
he-
of
he
movies
did-
that we'll get.
He just like I said, depending on how you.
I
feel
think-
about those-
I think
the most recent Star Wars.
He did those.
Yeah, I think that what we take away from it, because I feel
did
like
Mission Impossible
with Super 8,
3.
why I think it was great is Super 8 was a Steven Spielberg story
Yeah.
made by J.J. Abrams.
But it had J.J. Abrams elements because you know.
J.J.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
J.J. Abrams elements is always almost the same. It's always like
J.J. Abrams is
He
just,
probably
don't
had
see
some
it
type-
right
he just
away.
adds a little bit
He
more
wasn't
action,
writer
like
on it.
having like that crack, like.
But he
J.J.
always keep the monster away for as long as he
But
possibly
he
can.
probably had some. He probably had
Did
some.
he do the zombie Nazi movie
He
too?
probably had some
Overkill?
impact on it because he
Didn't
was a writer
J.J.
on
Abrams
it.
do
But I'm saying
Overkill?
like with the difference of
Rudy?
J.J. Abrams and Steven Spielberg.
Overlord.
Overlord.
Like,
Yeah.
Overlord. Like with the
That
difference.
shit was tight.
He was executive producer on
That
he
shit was
producer on
tight.
that
And
one.
then-
The difference
What-
between J.J. Abrams and Steven Spielberg in Super 8 is the train scene.
And-
like the fact that as you watching it, you thought a child died. That's J.J. Abrams.
But-
Steven Spielberg, no kids would have
And-
died. It never would have even been.
And what
a
I
thing
love
of
about
that.
J.J. Abrams is that he puts slusho in everything, in every movie that he's involved with. And it made me want to go back and watch Cloverfield. I mean, Lovecraft Country, because I'm like, I wonder if it's in there. Because everything that he's normally into, like you may see, like it may be in the background, it may be a cup, it may be a bottle, it may be an ad, but it's a slusho ad. He made this fake company, this fake Japanese slushy company,
Oh yeah,
and he just puts it in everything.
that would make sense. It got to be in. It has to be now in Lovecraft because of the fact that they were in Japan. Like that.
I gotta go
moment.
look at- I gotta
Like,
go
yeah,
look
you
and
gotta
see.
look for it.
I gotta
So
look
it has
and
to be
see
some
now.
kind of like scene where they like mainland do something, grab something, or whatever. 'Cause, you know they all on base. But it had to be like a bottle or something somewhere laying around.
Right.
If he would even dip that far into
He's
it. Like,
he's in talks to do a Justice League Dark series.
Yeah, he's been.
Ooh, Justice League Dark is
moving-
good.
You know what?
It's
Justice
moving
League Dark
forward.
is my favorite. I
It's
love
moving forward.
Zatanna.
Live
Definitely
action?
dark.
I love Zatanna.
I
love
can't wait till
Constantine.
Santana get like.
You didn't know that they've been talking about this for like the last.
No,
year
no,
and a half.
I can't wait till I see the live action.
I
of
need
her.
Zatanna. I need motherfucking Constantine. I need
What's Old Boy with
It's
the
gonna
helmet?
be on HBO Max. It's
What's over
confirmed
with
to
the
have
helmet? What
was
Dr.
last
Fate?
April.
Dr.
But
Fate.
he ain't an OG. He ain't an OG.
But I fucking love
Justice
Dr. Fate
League.
though. Dr. Fate is so fucking beastie.
He ain't an
bro.
OG Dark Justice League. The OGs is Zatanna, Matt.
I know, but he's part of the new one. Depending on which one they.
I mean, they like Suicide Squad. They include whoever can help them at that moment.
But I love Dr. Fate.
But we
Like,
need Dr. Fate will be a dope ass movie
Dr.
too.
Fate is like a beastie ass god version of Doctor Strange.
Kind of, yeah.
Like if
He ain't that beastie because
Who?
in Deceased Constantine
Oh,
took his
Constantine?
helmet and killed
No,
him.
we're talking
Con-
about Dr. Fate.
We talking about Dr. Fate.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I love.
I
love-
Oh, they'll
you
have
guys did-
Dead Man. They'll have Dead Man. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see
Dead
Dead
Man,
Man.
yeah.
I love Dead Man, dog. Dead Man's a shit.
Well, the reason why I want to see Dr. Fate is because outside of
I like Dr. Fate. I think
outside
he'll
of
be dope.
outside of Legends of Tomorrow, we haven't had a Dr. Fate on screen.
So
yet.
DC with their movies, they got to do this, and they
It's
got to
supposed to
bring
be
back.
a TV show though.
They got to.
Either
Oh,
or.
that's even better. They got to
even
bring
better.
back Swamp. They got to have Swamp Thing in.
They
that.
were
Like,
that was
y'all
supposed to be-
saw the shit about.
That was supposed to be what it was. It was supposed to start in that and spin off into it.
Y'all saw the shit about what the fuck was it? The Netflix going back and forth like they what the
Marvel movies from
Yes.
the Marvel shows.
the Marvel
It's,
Well, Punisher,
Punisher
and
and
what's her
Jessica
name?
Jones are back
Yeah.
back
like
with
niggas
them.
like they Netflix got like nigga how much like dog that's the fact that they even had that secret like bidding war
But
like
the
Netflix,
fact
like,
that the fact that those rights went back so quickly, what kind of deal was that?
that's what I'm saying like
Like,
the
Netflix was just
they,
like-
Like,
They
but
had
it's
to have been throwaway.
But I mean, I feel like Disney already had to know, like, with WandaVision doing what it's doing and having a series, like how Netflix was like blending
But it ain't-
like,
Bro,
it ain't just from that.
Punisher is already confirmed to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
right.
and
So
they
like,
need-
all
they
of
need
these
to keep
shows
old
now
boy.
can be.
They are. They
Have they confirmed it?
He is
That's what I'm
Punisher.
saying. I didn't know if they said
He's
it.
Punisher.
I don't know. I didn't see it confirmed yet.
Yeah,
though.
no, he confirmed it. He's
He might
Punisher.
have. I haven't looked.
He's
more.
Punisher.
Oh, you gonna say Punisher?
And he's in it. He said on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna be Punisher, and
They
he's
should,
part of the
I mean, to
Marvel
be fair,
universe
They
now.
should keep because once they get.
I think he might even show up as Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. That's what
Once
they
they
said.
get Luke
because
Cage back, they need to keep all of
Daredevil
them.
is supposed to show up as
That's what I'm saying.
Spider-Man.
That's
And
what
they're
I'm
keeping
saying.
Charlie
They
Cox.
need to
When
keep-
I saw the
like, they
buyback
need-
of,
they need to keep
of
old girl
Disney,
for
like,
Jessica
no,
Jones.
they
They
ain't taking
need to
them
keep
back.
Kilgrave.
I'm like, they
Yeah.
gotta go
You
into
know
the
what?
universe.
Oh
like,
my God. This is a theory.
They get
I gotta
rid
get
of,
this
what's
off.
the name, though?
Spider-Man is supposed to be another multiverse movie.
Yeah.
So what if Spider-Man's going through
It's
these
called
universes?
Can't Get Home, or what's it called?
Yeah, no way home.
No way home.
No way
So
home.
what if he's going through these universes, and the universes are the stuff that we've seen on TV that isn't technically directly connected?
Could be.
Because I heard that Punisher's supposed to be in it after they confirmed Due staying and being part of it. But I know Charlie Cox is going to be in it.
Hey,
So
did y'all
either he's going to be in his universe, or Spider-Man's
gonna
going
be
to
in the
stumble
Moon Knight
across
show.
him.
Bro, fam, I looked at that whiteboard so hard in that
with
trailer.
all the words or whatever.
Because I was like, oh, they gonna tell us something. I was like, oh, they ain't tell us shit.
Yeah,
It was interesting they had all of those being hexagons.
Those are the
Oh.
portals.
That was interesting.
I didn't notice
Those
that.
are the portals.
I didn't see that either.
Those are portals.
Yeah, all of those shapes were hexagons.
Those are portals. I can't wait for Doctor Strange, man. I
can't
love
either.
Benedict
Doctor
Cumberbatch.
Strange, Doctor Strange is
Yeah,
definitely like.
It's funny how
Y'all gotta watch.
Marvel. It's funny how like Marvel be picking, like they be casting the shit out
So
of their characters. bro.
we're naturally leading towards this conversation. We
So
should
let's
go
go
on break.
We're gonna go on
and
break.
come back.
And we're
Do
gonna
we
come
go
back.
on
We're gonna
break?
talk about
Yeah.
WandaVision and
Yeah, we
everything
definitely
Marvel.
leading back
This
to
this
Marvel,
latter
like-
half is gonna be pure Marvel. So
Wanda.
So we're gonna go on break. We'll be back.
Peace.
It's recorded. It's recorded. It's recorded on mine too.
Like, the fact that you even had it, nigga, y'all niggas dropped the beat. That was lunchroom shit, nigga. Like, that was real lunchroom shit. Like, nigga, drop a beat. Like, nigga, I bet you can't rap off this shit. And nigga be like, Didge, can you match me? Match me, Didge. The nigga hit it like, oh, I know what that is. Like, I know what that is. Like, match me. Liv should have dropped bars, bro. We should have dropped bars to that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was all. I was always good at that, making the beat. Dog. I was,
Dog, yeah, like that was definitely clean. That was,
3, 2.
all right, we are back.
We are back.
Back.
nigga said back.
All right.
Hit him with that little ass shit.
It is the moment. The moment that we all been waiting for. I know that every geek property in the world is talking about it. Every space.
But they ain't gonna talk about it how Geekset talk
Of course,
about it.
of course. But we are
Fam,
about
we
to
not
talk.
even like fuck.
Dog, is you good in this leather jacket, dog?
You look
Can
hot
I get
as a
myself
bitch,
together?
bro.
No, I'm good now.
I heard you go, woo! And
took a
that's
break.
why I
We
was
took a
like,
break.
nah. I was like,
I'm trying to get my ass caught back together. You know what I'm saying? We finna talk about some serious shit. I gotta get my Fred going.
I gotta
you know what I'm saying?
I gotta look spiffy
You know
for
what I'm
this
saying?
shit.
Yeah, I gotta get my Fred going.
Dog.
Shit. We
Get
about.
my what's his name? Benjamin Cumber ass cat.
Oh,
on.
what is it? Oh,
Benjamin
Benjamin. You talking about the dude
Cumber
from?
snatch, but I said Cumber ass cat.
Oh, shit! I thought you talking about the dude who used to be with P Diddy.
I was talking about. I was there.
Oh,
Be eating.
Oh, you talking about, Billy.
Farnsworth Bentley. Where is fucking Farnsworth Bentley?
Did he wear ascots? That nigga had a
Bro, that
umbrella.
nigga wore. He
That
was.
nigga had
He wore,
mean
no,
ass
he wore the bow
umbrella.
tie. Remember
That's true, he did wear
and
the bow
started-
tie.
No, wait a minute.
Remember-
Farnsworth Bentley, we got to give him his flowers. Because remember,
Where is he, though?
In the midst of hip hop,
In all of Instagram life, though.
in the midst of top hip hop, this nigga started an umbrella line, and that motherfucker
Let's see
sold
what
out.
is Farnsworth Bentley. B-E-N-T-L-E-Y.
And he dropped bars.
Would you
Like, I fuck like, bro.
anything else? I mean, the motherfucker came floating down with a fucking.
He did. Like,
He
what
came
niggas
down
don't-
like, I
what
like
niggas
the
don't realize is like
Unreal.
And then he did
Farnsworth
that.
Bentley to
And then
me
he
is
did
like
that,
I wonder what happened to Dog.
He did
Farnsworth
that
Bentley.
reality show from G's to Gents.
Yes, I'm saying he did it every I'm saying, but he was like done since then. Like I ain't heard from him.
haven't heard
Like
from him since then.
What niggas don't realize, like Farnsworth Bentley was like is still a is.
Oh, that nigga's a fashion designer. You ain't finna hear from fam.
It's like,
From
but
G's
I'm
to
like Farnsworth
Jets.
Bentley is like is like another point of like where geek come into a realm and be like
he was a
You know what I'm saying?
gentleman,
Like he's a
and-
gentleman geek, bro. Like the
Yeah.
gentleman, like to know your shit, to know like I'm addressing
Like
niggas,
proper
like,
etiquette and
yeah,
shit,
like
yeah.
but also being like I'ma still be that if you gonna put me around these hood niggas. I'ma still be who I am.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga.
Ain't built a
Like,
whole brand about that.
This
Like,
nigga's
being-
posting shit like this. You ain't finna hear from fam. This nigga is posting, look, I'm gonna tell you how to be a better you. He is posting shit
this
like
nigga
that.
giving this nigga pie charts.
Like,
Nah.
he ain't just
Bentley
talking.
out here giving pie charts now,
Bro,
man.
he built the whole brand off of just being a gentleman.
Like nigga, you know how they should have gave Billy Farnsworth a Mary Poppins movie,
Dog, that would have been funny as a bitch.
like a TV show, something like an Instagram show. Like
A
if
black,
that nigga
no,
would have
it's a
popped
Black
in,
Mary Poppins.
yeah, like this nigga could have used his umbrella. Even now, Instagram Live, they could have had this nigga like you could have been doing like a sketch.
That
And he
would've
just-
been
and
funny
He
as a
drop in
bitch.
with like y'all doing this shit all wrong, my brothers. My brothers, y'all do.
Hey, somebody
like,
got to bring him back,
like,
bro.
y'all doing this shit all wrong.
We need Farnsworth Bentley back, bro.
Like he need to come in. Would be so cold is if you come in on all of the oldest memes. Like get the niggas to do redo the memes and come back like y'all did it wrong. I'm gonna show y'all how to really do it.
they got to get him to like think about all
You
the.
gotta just have a regular moment, and at the end of the episode, that's how you know it's he just
Y'all
floated
missing
at
out.
the end.
Think about all the new people that we got now. Imagine Farnsworth Bentley and his interaction with the baby. Like,
Yeah,
bro.
coming in.
Dog, that'd be funny as
That
hell.
is- yeah. Like if you can get Farnsworth Bentley to actually like, even if it's a YouTube show,
Right, and
like
you gotta
just
be
fucking
like-
with niggas like. Boy, y'all don't know nothing about teach a nigga about some solid forks and some goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Farnsworth
Like,
Bentley and 21 Savage would be the most amazing conversation
that
ever.
dog. Just the questions this nigga gotta ask him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have this on your forehead? You know what I'm saying? Like,
What is this, bro?
What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, coming in and talking to the new generation as Farnsworth Bentley would be amazing. Like,
Yeah.
So I mean,
I would love to see that.
this is really crazy that we just didn't realize that this nigga's been gone.
Yeah.
For over like damn near a decade.
Damn
bro.
near a decade.
Like he's been really gone for a decade. Which is Diddy. Nobody like you would think niggas would just be still
Well,
kicking with
like
this
I
nigga.
said, he a fashion designer. Nigga is probably somewhere in Paris or some shit.
But I mean, as I'm saying, like, you would think that like all while niggas are still doing brunches and all these rappers that he's been around, that he'd be like, yeah, I'll pop up. But like he's not in nobody's
Yeah,
shit.
we ain't seen him at the Rock Nation brunch.
Yeah,
We
like
ain't
he's
seen
not
that
in
shit.
nobody's everybody he's been a part of in their life.
Yeah.
And like he's in nobody's shit. Like I'm off y'all. Like
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like
wild.
whatever Billy Farnsworth know, tell niggas cause why you out of this
Right.
and niggas was definitely fucking with you for a hard minute.
Yeah.
Whether you was rapping with this nigga rap with Andre 3000.
He did.
Like he rapped and was on skits with Andre 3000, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and you gone. That's like some Chappelle shit. Like
He did.
like that's like some Chappelle shit,
that
bro.
album had like Outkast, Kanye, I think Hov was on it. Like,
Yeah.
he had elite niggas on it, and he just
Right, and he gone,
He didn't
bro.
give a fuck. He's selling umbrellas. He making money. He's selling umbrellas.
Bro. But I
He
mean,
had
why?
G's
Like,
Jets.
you would think niggas would still be fucking with him and like shit rocking umbrella in the
they
video or
probably
some
can't reach
shit.
him no more. He probably that nigga gone.
On the
Like,
real.
Dog, like, shout out to Billy Farnsworth then. Like, if he, like,
Nah, I love
definitely-
that you call him Bentley Farnsworth.
Yeah,
It's
you snap.
Farnsworth Bentley.
I'm calling him Billy Farnsworth. You know
All right,
what
well,
I'm saying?
let's get into it. We're gonna talk about some Wandavision.
All right, let's do WandaVision.
We're gonna talk about WandaVision.
Let's
That shit is crap.
Oh,
I'm just
God.
fucking with y'all.
Oh, boy.
So,
I was saying record scratch.
here's my theory. Here's my
That
theory.
was
That sounded
hard.
like a dying dog.
Nigga, that was a dog.
That was a dog.
Dog got stepped on.
On the real, he did sound like my dog when I
Yeah,
accidentally
I'll say you
step on his
definitely,
paw.
you definitely mimic at home, nigga.
So Lib didn't like this most recent episode, and I think it's because Lib is expecting a big fight. And I
Yeah.
came to terms that there's not going to
I
be
don't
a
think
big fight.
all right, so a fight would have been awesome, but I think my expectations were just a little bit higher because of the buildup. I feel like from the first episode till we watched until today, like it kept climbing up slightly, and then it kind of hit a plateau and it kept going, and it's still at that plateau. It didn't go, for me, it kind of just went down a bit, and we got one episode left. So I'm kind of like, the expectation of the show was a beginning, a middle, and a closing, and I know that it's supposed to lead into, into the Doctor Strange movie, but now,
but you just don't really know what to do now with this last episode.
But now, I got to. But I'm worried. It's only 30 minutes. But now it's kind of like it's kind of like they didn't
46 minutes.
Now it's kind of like they didn't give us enough because for one, like they dropped Agatha last week, which was like which was dope, a pretty dope reveal. And then today they spent it with her.
But we needed that back.
We didn't need a flashback. Like all she wanted.
It wasn't a flashback. It's like, nigga, how you get here?
All she want to figure out. Here's the thing.
No, because
all Agatha want to know. All Agatha want to know is, bitch, how you doing this thing that I can't even do? I'm a strong witch. I killed 10 witches.
But when she said that she didn't know, she's like, well. It seems like from Agatha's like, well, something in your history definitely let you do it. So let's take you to your low moment and see if we can figure this out.
I feel like that was a cop-out because for all of these episodes, Wanda been in it. She couldn't have just... She's been in it. She has prevented people from interfering with it, sending Monica out. Mm-hmm. Once Monica opened her mouth about it, she was like, oh, no, bitch, you ain't fucking with my shit. So we know she wasn't being controlled, and then all of a sudden now she don't know how she was doing. She consciously knew.
No, she did. She never said she knew how it happened.
She was in it. What you're saying, but I feel like she didn't know how it started. So she was just like, well, this is my perfect world. So anything that's a threat to it, I'm gonna go with it. But she didn't know how it started. She just knew that this is it right now.
Yeah, and it seemed like her subconscious kind of didn't want her to deal with anything that's gonna deal with grief. So bringing up Pietro, saying he got killed by Ultron, that's not a part of my perfect reality. Get the fuck out.
Right. But that leads me to believe that she's conscious. I
don't think she's conscious.
She only wants what's good that makes her happy. So that has to be a purposeful, conscious decision to kick somebody out because she could have questioned it like, really? Like, what's going on? And the fact that she is emotionally tied to her 2 kids, which I still stand on being real because they're being held against her, makes me question what the fuck was all of this about.
I don't think anything that happened is her conscious mind doing it. Easy. I think because we saw from this episode how when she got the deed to that house or the vacant lot where she basically that was it.
Who put that in the car though?
So here's the thing. So here's my
thing was like she drove to where she got to get to and then came back to the car.
I got an answer to that.
Okay, you do.
So this is my final theory, and me and Dish were talking about it kind of in the car.
I don't want to throw my feet on another.
We're done with.
Should we break down the episode first?
No. We're already here.
Okay. Spoilers.
We're already
by the
here.
way.
I mean, are you saying like you tell what happened in the episode? We could do it as we going through it.
But this is my final theory for this, and I don't want to keep on bringing it up. But here's my thing.
Oh, he's checking us.
No, he's talking about just like in general. Cause we talked about it in the car. For every episode since episode 4, somebody's like, such and such is Mephisto. Such and such is Mephisto.
So here's my unanswered questions, and it leads to kind of what you said as well. Because when Wanda came to Sword, right, it was pretty much like, no, she can't come in, right? So then my thing is like, okay,
fam called. Remember they weren't gonna let her. Fam called.
By the way, he a dumb motherfucker for letting somebody come in with all that power and think she ain't gonna be on no shit.
And this is where my theory lies.
Because
of that, because I'm like, okay, there was no reason for him to show her the body and for him to have that speech that he did, and he pretty much stood back and let her do it, right? But then the biggest question where I'm like, well, who is fam really? Because he showed footage of Wanda taking the body.
That's what I was trying to say.
And we just saw that Wanda did not take the body. So he pretty much faked this footage. So now I'm like, so what is his plan? Because obviously his main plan was to get White Vision.
But it's like
his
he already
plan
had
was
it.
just to have a weapon.
I need to know what White Vision is.
Because he's Sword.
But
he's Sword.
To Rudy's point though, or Deuce's point of that is,
hold on. I'm sorry. Is White Vision the video game, Captain America and Avengers, the White Vision?
I didn't play the video game.
I didn't.
You never played the arcade?
Yes,
the arcade?
Oh,
You remember
yeah.
the arcade
Oh.
game? It was a White Vision.
Yeah.
But I never knew.
Because at that time, West Coast Avengers came out in the 90s, and White Vision was part of that, and that game came out in like 92.
Right.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So like, I never knew Vision. So I'm like, I knew Vision, which is really crazy because I just really had a mind fuck now.
Yeah.
That the fact is like, the Vision I knew is only that game Vision. Like, I never knew Vision in
But to
comic
bring
book,
in
you
what
know what I'm saying?
Bacardi said, well, before you go,
Yeah.
just to bring in what Bacardi said, here's what, and this is my last, and I'll let you go. The reason why I think he's Mephisto is one, I don't know. Oh boy, from Sword. But let me tell you why. Just let me get this out. Because one, like I said, I don't believe there was no reason for him to bring Wanda in, and I believe that he orchestrated that for her to
get the power.
To get the power, right? And then, like I said, he's doing the White Vision, and I believe that he was the one that put that card in the car for her to do that because he knew that he needed that power in order
In the
to.
isolated
I don't
area.
think that would
It was
be
really
a,
isolated
that
area.
don't- but I can't like that can't be a Mephisto thing because here is the thing, like the dude is a normal human. He is. I can't.
We don't know that.
Mephisto
I
or
know.
dude?
It's got to be because he's got to be a normal human.
Why?
Because he works for Sword. There is no movie organization. There is no Shield. There is no Hydra, so that leaves AIM. So they could be plotting something else, kind of like how they did the whole Hydra inside of Shield thing,
And
where it's maybe AIM agents
could
now corrupting Shield because Shield is supposed to be good, and they're trying because
So
you know
my
the one
rebuttal to
thing he
that.
said is that he's
Can
a
I get my
weapon.
point though?
Yeah,
He's a
I'll let
weapon.
you- I just got one last thing I want to say.
He's
to
a
that.
weapon.
The only reason why I don't subscribe to that is when me and Diz looked it up. He doesn't have a comic book origin. He is literally
Yeah, that's a
made for
character
this movie.
created specifically for the show.
Mephisto
No,
Mephisto is a. I know, but
I'm talking about this guy.
yeah, but you're
We don't
saying
know-
he
we don't
is,
know
but
his history.
Mephisto is like
But-
an overlord. Why would he give a fuck about bringing back Vision when he could just
don't know.
get power
So let Diz get
so
his
that
point
way
out.
he can just destroy the world? Like it don't make no sense.
So are we?
Wait, let Diz get his point out.
So the only thing I can see leading towards that is I don't honestly know how much he cared about getting Vision back. Like, yes, I get he did the White Vision thing, but
He tracked them. They said it. They tracked them.
Not
though.
at
no,
first.
They tracked Vision through all of that. Every time he would pull it up, even the girl pointed it out.
Well, to be fair though, if we've already seen him fake one thing, we don't know what else he can be faking.
Remember,
To be
Mephisto
fair,
be faking shit.
But what I'm saying is, I don't know
He
how
don't
much.
need to be a human,
I don't know
though.
how much he would have cared about wanting to create a weapon if he already convinced Wanda that it's over with that whole Vision. He just sent her off her own. Sure, she created this separate thing, but you still have the body. Why do you care about this other weapon if you already got your supposed weapon?
Because
so
what he said at the end, Didge.
not.
He
But
was, he was like the who would have thought that the power she had will bring him back to life.
Like they did, like remember he said we did all these tests from everything, randomly everything,
But-
and all we needed was to get it.
was-
from
yeah.
source.
But then,
So that
so
was
then
he
to my-
but
tested
it goes-
everything, and he had this.
but
But
it
then
goes
why
back
does he
to-
care? Why does he still caring
it
about
goes
moving
back to-
forward? He has
Why?
it. He has it
He
now.
has
Why
the
does he
weapon
care
now.
what?
He has
He
the
has
weapon.
it now.
If he has the weapon,
So that's
why?
why I'm thinking- my thing is-
Wait, hold on, Rudy. Wait,
That's what I'm saying.
because I'm not understanding
He
this.
has-
Why does he care about what?
Why does he care moving
Wanda.
forward? Because at the
Because
end,
Wanda right now doesn't stop, and she needs to be stopped.
Right.
Why?
Because she
No, she don't.
Why wouldn't
Because
she?
because
Once
Agatha
she
just
find out that
Agatha
dog
just
took
saying the
him,
same shit,
I'm a real
though.
you don't
fan.
think he gonna kill him?
No, because here's the thing. Wanda, from the very beginning, said, "I just want to be left alone." You got the power from Vision now. You got your White Vision now. If you leave Wanda alone, she'll be left in this world.
Oh, you tripping?
Nobody
now.
else.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
tripping?
doing a
Now.
lot.
That- no,
now
that's
you
ex-
tripping.
How?
Now, did you think Wanda
yeah,
gonna
no,
let down?
I do also disagree
Yeah,
with that.
she
Because I mean,
tripping.
like,
He
now
think-
let me-
he think that Wanda just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna
me-
kick
let
it.
that
Like,
verbatim.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Wait.
Let me talk.
Hold on. Before I just want to answer that. She said that verbatim. I just want to be left alone in this world.
You can't let somebody unstable just.
Vision isn't even in that world.
Let me
no
talk
more.
because
they
it's like,
have him.
we
He's
just
not
got it
even
from
in
this
there.
episode though. Like
They don't have Vision.
She was
Yes, they
lit.
do. The White
Like,
Vision.
That's
No,
not
that's
Vision.
not the same one.
That's not
He
the
got
same
remember
Vision.
he flew off at the end of episode 7
Yeah.
to go confront Wanda when he was in the truck with Darcy.
So they rebuilt them.
That was
Yeah.
they
rebuilt them. They had to have rebuilt.
Because they already had the
They
body,
never-
though.
They never had. They never
body.
not had his body.
They had his body. We don't know what that is inside that body.
They rebuilt them. It's gonna be Vision, but it's probably not gonna be the Vision that we know.
I think the Vision in the Hex is the actual real Vision that she expelled.
I think that Vision in the Hex is the real Vision. The Vision that's outside is a variant of Vision, because if they built that Vision with parts from Vision, when he comes back online, either he's not gonna remember,
what if that's the part
or
that was
he
mixed
might
with
have
Ultron?
to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could just be that.
Remember, Vision and Ultron was one at point.
Yeah.
So what if it's that?
But
I mean, they
White
still got
Vision,
Ultron. Like,
but
they
White
still-
Vision is good. So the only thing that needs to happen now is that
So was there
Wanda
ever,
In the
needs to-
comics, he is. I don't know. He may start off not. They've done that in the MCU. You start off a character where they're not necessarily bad, but they're the
But I'm saying,
antagonists of this
here's
has
the
there
other
ever
thing.
been a movie? Like, has there ever been a moment where Ultron came back again? As a
Ultron
villain?
always comes back.
Ultron,
But here,
yeah.
I got
So we
a
can
great
get Ultron back again for a small segment.
I got a great
and be
theory.
like,
I got a great theory. White Vision, not Vision we see in the Hex. Yes, he might be neutral. We don't know. He's bad, but he was resurrected by Wanda's power. Wanda's power, just because of how Marvel does things, how I think it might happen, is that some of it might have remnants of memory, where
That's
it
what
will,
me and Dish
where
Yeah.
it will hit
We was
him,
asking that.
and then it'll
Does he have
finally
the same
snap
memories
in.
or not?
It
Yeah.
will finally, because I'm gonna assume right now when White
What if they gotta
Vision
merge?
When
Yeah,
White
I
Vision
can see
comes,
White
he's
Vision-
gonna merge with Yellow Vision. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to suck him in,
To
because
make-
once he gets that little bit,
Pause.
even if they used parts of the current Vision into this Vision, maybe something will
It
get
could be-
sparked,
it
and
could
he'll
be-
start remembering.
It could be
and
the
then he'll
physical
suck
and the
in
mental.
that
It could
that
literally
vision.
just be physical and mental.
Yep.
Where
White Vision is physical
with remnants of
and then-
mental,
and-
because if they use parts,
Yeah.
they use-
because
I mean-
remember, Vision isn't a memory and a brain; he's a whole unit.
But I'm
So
saying
a
it
part
could be
of him.
He's
it
this.
could be that physical
right,
and
well,
mental
like
where
I
it's
said,
like
I feel like
the personality, I guess, is more so the
what
mental.
we were
Yeah.
saying.
All right, I got to easy break it down.
Boy, God.
Yeah,
No, we gotta let Ron.
Let Ron
Ron
talk.
gotta do his
Let me
thing.
just say this one
I don't
thing.
even know what I was
no.
gonna say in the beginning. I was trying to connect to this.
Yes, I
right
want
now.
Ron to
You feel
connect to
like-
this.
I just got one statement.
No, Ron, connect.
I just,
We haven't let Ron talk.
You
want-
vetoed right
like, I'm
now.
gonna fuck around and lose it because y'all just did so much right now.
You vetoed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ron been
what I was
patient.
gonna say, I was gonna try. You know what? Go. Cause
No,
No, I
go.
want to hear.
I don't remember.
We vouching for you.
I don't
God
remember.
damn
Mine
it.
wasn't even
I
that
fucked it
boring.
up.
I was just going to say the Vision in the Hex is the iCloud, and then the Vision outside is the actual.
We lost it because of that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
can't-
Wasn't
yeah.
that
So
important?
then-
I really
so
don't
then-
Oh,
remember.
back up for like 10 months ago.
Y'all should have just let me say it, and we could have got going.
So then-
I can't-
to completely-
like, you know how you just kind of floated like I just like all that.
So
shit,
then,
I
to
can't remember.
completely change gears in this, I'm curious if they introduced her as technically the first mutant, because we saw now that her power didn't come from that Infinity Stone.
It woke it. But I feel like they mentioned that those kids were special and that they had to enhance the power with the
No, I feel
Tesseract.
like she
I
was a
don't
witch.
think they ever.
Like,
I
feel
don't
like
think they ever said that they were. I don't think they ever said they had powers.
Like, what was
They
cold
might have said
about
that they were special.
the
We gotta
Agatha
watch
thing-
Age of Ultron because
the
I
Agatha
almost
thing that was
I'm
cold
like,
was that
that
she
much-
pointed out like she thought that she saved
Well,
her brother from the bomb.
No,
And
no,
that
what
was
she-
never
she
done.
thought she didn't. She thought it was a dud.
Agatha told her. She
Agatha
was
told
like,
her it was.
"Well, you did a simple."
No,
you
I
did
think
a
Agatha. Like I thought from my thing, Agatha asked the question. Like, did you? Think
No. Agatha told her.
She told Agatha that it was a dud.
Remember
and Agatha was like, "You survived 2 days."
Yeah, you said. Remember, she said.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like she said Agatha said it first. She said,
You know what,
Agatha
Diz?
said it first. She said, so it's about
Agatha's the
wording.
one that
It's about
told
You
her.
wording.
know what, Diz?
No, it's about wording.
Maybe she made her
it's about
own
wording and
reality
sentences.
under stress at that point.
Well,
could've
that's
been.
kind of what
It could've
Agatha
been.
told her. She called it a I just got the
Remember,
article.
No, what I'm saying, but
Maybe
it's
that
about
bomb never
wording.
even
It's
existed.
about wording
I
and
know the
setup
wording.
first.
I'ma tell you the
Like, but I'm
wording.
saying, like Agatha first said to her, like,
what-
you put out a hex, like
She
No, no,
called
no.
it a prop. So Agatha told her, because Wanda said that it just wasn't.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a dud, and Agatha
no,
said,
was the done
He's
thing
reading
before or
it, though.
after?
"No, this
Let
is
him
this
read
is
it, bro.
literally
Let him read it.
So she told Agatha that it was a dud. That's how they survived.
Yeah.
And Agatha said, "Well, it was a probability hex." So to
Yeah.
Liv's point, that could be where it.
She
But
created
you're
that
saying, like what I'm trying
reality
to
at
say
that
is
moment.
that what I'm trying to say is that in the beginning of that conversation, Agatha said first that it was
No.
a probability hex.
No,
that was after-
She
it was
asked
after.
her.
That was
after she told
Scarlet
her-
Witch told her like,
Scarlet Witch
I
told
don't.
her.
Scarlet Witch
It
thought
never
the reason-
went off.
Yeah, she just thought that
Because Agatha asked her, "How did you save your brother?" It never went off, and she
Right,
was like,
but that's what
"No."
I'm saying. Like she asked how you say your brother, and
Because-
it's like
but
when
to
they
this
cut to the
whole-
scene, she said You put on a private.
No, that was.
She said you put on.
That was after.
You're missing it. It's after, bro.
She did but I get what he's thinking. So she did ask her, but it was sort of that ask where I know the answers. I just want to ask to see if you know the answer.
Yeah.
It was so she was like, so how did you say your brother? She told her, well, it was a dud and never went off, and that's when she came back with no. It was a probability.
And that's when we found out. That was the first hint.
Telling her, like, don't say what you like.
She's
don't
trying
lie
to
to me.
Y'all missing the key part.
Don't lie to me.
Y'all missing.
But she didn't. She didn't even know.
Wanda didn't.
Wanda didn't know.
Wanda didn't know.
So this entire time, it seems like Agatha thought Wanda should know more. Because remember, even at the beginning with the
that was the part I was gonna say.
So that's what's
y'all
throwing
missing
me
the
off.
key part.
Yeah, that was
y'all
throwing me off
missing that
because
key part.
I'm thinking watching Wanda do this, like the step by step through the doors,
Yeah.
and she really don't know what's going on. So like when that happened in the beginning story of them being kids, and she was like, "You put a probability, the hex on," and she was like, "No, we just waited for 2 days."
Wanda thinks she got all her powers from
that stone,
from the Tesseract.
From that
Agatha
moment,
was trying
from
to sort of
that moment.
show her is that. No, you had these powers beforehand.
So, yeah.
That's why I said, are they saying sort of?
Because they showed that. I do remember that. As a kid, she did throw the hand out, but you didn't see what happened.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying, like, from that moment where they show her putting the hand out as a child, and it flashed back, and she was like, "You put a probability hex on," and she was like, "No, we just waited for 2 days."
But which will
and she's like, "No, you put it."
But that's what I'm saying.
What
It
you're
seems
saying is like she just double back and say, like, "No."
Yeah, that's
you
what-
waited 2 days, but
So
no,
to
you
this
put a
point,
hex.
Here's where it makes sense about what the first mutant thing. Or just in general.
Yeah, I'm never saying like she's the first mutant.
Well, I'm saying,
yeah,
but mutant powers manifest
under stress.
under stress, and as kids.
And we learned that. And we learned that in the
Magneto.
Deadpool show.
Well, also with
in the
Magneto.
Deadpool movie.
Remember Magneto's storyline when his family was getting when he was getting
It's the same story.
He pulled
It's like literally in there. Yeah,
remember? But
and Wolverine with his pops when he killed him. I watched Origins the other day.
But so
he ran up. He was like,
I was like, this ain't that bad. I was like,
this ain't that bad.
It wasn't bad until like the second half.
yeah.
But see, I think that's
Niggas say
a
you walk
perfect
and
way
come
to
back
bring
like,
in
oh,
mutants.
this that part.
with the terrible Deadpool.
But
Oh my
wait,
god.
so another question that I asked, and maybe you can shed some insight on, which I'm still lost. I don't get. When she looked at the Tesseract, why did it turn to the Mind Stone? Why did it explode and turn? Because she got her power.
I thought she absorbed it because it was gone.
Was it the Tesseract?
I thought she absorbed it too.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't
gone.
the mind.
The Tesseract.
No,
Was
but
it the Tesseract the first? Yeah, it was the scepter. Yeah, it was the scepter.
That's why I think that. That's why I
And then
think
when
she
she
was
walked
the
close
vision
to
in
it,
general.
it
because
exploded.
was like-
But nobody. But when they
why?
were playing back the footage,
Nobody could see
seen
any
it.
of that.
Right.
So
what-
that
what
means that
happened?
she was able to tap into some other type of portal dimension and see something that we didn't see.
So
But she
you know
saw
what
that
happened
vision of
there at all?
herself, like that whole vision.
Yeah,
of like
because somebody
I don't know what happened.
that was her floating down.
Yeah, I know that was her, but I don't get what happened.
No, I don't
there.
either.
I don't
That's what I'm
either.
like,
I think what we saw was honestly to me, like I feel like whatever was going on with her being the witch and not knowing her powers in general. Like,
Well, no, I get
like,
that part,
we
but I was like,
but it's
but
I
why?
feel like her touching that
But-
enhanced her magical powers. Where even
I
the fact
do
But
that
think
nobody other
But
than
why,
her saw
though?
it.
But no, what she saw though is what we seen, like why she's the Scarlet Witch and why even Agatha said like you are chaos, like you are,
yeah.
you can make whatever. She saw her, like
Right.
she saw her
So I agree
in the image of
I
that.
Actually, we saw that. My question is, but
Why?
why? Because like everybody else that interacted with any type of Infinity
Yeah,
Stone,
I mean, yeah.
you
'Cause,
interact
I mean,
with
dude,
that
what
Infinity
it
Stone.
was, though, like,
so
they were
why
saying
did that
that-
one change?
Yeah,
That
like,
was
it
the
was-
first time we seen
because
that.
even in this episode they were saying that.
Being?
I don't know.
But even in this episode, they were saying that because, like, the testing people that were like, when she was going to the
remember.
stone, there was like no one like survived.
Well, so
he
that
like
was
cut
no
him
one
off.
survived, but I'm using it. So what we know now, like everybody, when Star Lord grabbed Infinity Stone,
I mean, Captain Marvel is pretty much Tesseract.
No, but I'm saying,
Infused.
but I'm saying, like we have never seen an Infinity Stone change to another Infinity Stone. This is our first
But
time.
that's
ever
what I'm
seeing
saying.
that.
I don't think that. I
I
think
was
that.
like,
I
why?
think she opened a portal and saw something, man. Like
So you
Yeah,
don't think it
I don't
changed?
think. Yeah, I don't think
I don't
that
think it
she
changed.
I don't think she changed the Infinity Stone.
because even when the guys looked
So
back
then-
the footage, there was no stone
I
there.
know,
There was
but
nothing.
It skipped. But see, then my question is this: because up until this point,
so remember,
Hold
she
on, I got
could
a
she could
question.
see realities and
I know,
open
I
things.
got a question
so
though.
she,
Up until this point, we were under the belief that she got her power.
Is
from
there a Chaos Stone?
Well, no,
no,
there's
there's only
chaos
those
energy, bro.
Infinity Stones that
Well,
we know
up
of.
until this point, we was under
In
the
the
impression
current
that she
Marvel,
got.
there were more.
Can I get my question out?
Yeah, I just want to interject with
Infinity Stones won't change because it's part of the creation of the entire universe.
No, I'm saying the current. They said they found another one. It was weird. It was
We
weird.
can skip it.
Well, get your
question, because that had nothing to do with anything.
never mind.
Get it
But I'm
out.
interested in your question.
Ooh, you don't want to squeeze it out? A little bit of it.
I still don't think dude is Mephisto, and I still think that Agatha works with Mephisto because when she was getting burnt by the witches, they were
what me and
all
Dish was saying,
upset
too.
about her power. And
Oh
shit.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
She didn't
about
break no rules.
She's saying that she was like she could be good. She can control it and
Mephisto was
shit.
back then. I don't think Mephisto was gonna show up anymore.
Like I feel like even in this when we think about
I think
Agatha
Mephisto
being
has granted
like
her
I
her
think even when
powers.
we think about Agatha being a bad guy, like she's not. Like
not.
she just
Well,
she like nigga, what the fuck is you doing?
it
like
aligns back with
she
what-
really a fan.
Because
Like
we
she
It aligns
know
back with the
for
comics,
sure.
though. It aligns back with the comics because in the comics, she's a mentor to.
Yeah, she sort of sees her have her powers and like I want to help you do better with
So it
them.
aligns.
like I think she's
see,
really a
that's what-
fan.
that's why I
It could be
said-
that she might not be
But
back.
that's why I was saying how I was texting you. I was saying I think you're gonna be upset because I don't think we get we get a fight because I think it comes next episode and Wanda's so confused like because it ended with her saying
It's
that you're a
gonna end
Scarlet
with
Witch
her going on a
and
journey.
she's gonna be like,
Agatha's
what the hell
gonna
is a
help her.
Scarlet Witch?
Agatha's gonna help her.
And it's like, yeah, I think it leads. I think it ends with
I
that.
don't think we getting that. I think we finna get the next episode gonna be back to
No, I think it ends with that.
we gotta
Rambo.
close out Monica.
Yeah, I think
we
we
gotta
back to
close
Monica.
out Pietro. We gotta close
don't.
out the kids.
No, we already closed out
I
Pietro.
think all of that. We may close out the kids. We may
she already
close out.
said that Pietro was like, I just my eyes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ears.
She already said
But
it.
She already closed out that.
But he
saw. But you
he
saying
saw
him
with
saying
Monica, so it don't make sense that now he
But-
don't show up again.
I don't think.
No, because
but
he's done. Because it's like
It
You
don't,
don't know if
it
they'll
don't
show up-
make sense.
They may
It was
show up
her,
if
though.
this
It
is
was like,
supposed
you
to
gotta
lead
think
directly into
Monica,
Doctor
like-
Strange.
like-
This may see.
he had purple eyes. Like fam had the purple eyes. And
was
like,
that
it was,
her then?
Yeah, she's the
raise my
purple
hand.
magic.
No, but so you think that she made herself into Pietro?
No, she said that already in this episode.
I didn't understand that part, so clarify that part for
She
me.
said like
She created
ta-
basically him because she couldn't use her actual brother's
that
body.
I remember because he was full of hoes.
Yeah.
Remember, she was giving
a hoe for that.
She was giving
a big
ideas,
hoe.
but she was saying pretty much in general, like she was like, you still fell for it, even though. Like, you
Yeah.
still felt for the idea of me just throwing a random Quicksilver at you, saying I'm Quicksilver.
Damn,
Like,
that's crazy.
Like,
we still got we still got one more reveal.
that was
of
so
a-
crazy.
of
Like,
a secret
that's what I'm saying. Like,
person.
you need
So,
to.
I wanna know what he's
honestly,
raising
I feel like
his
you need
hand
to watch
for.
back because it's like
I am gonna
the fact-
watch it one more time.
Because the fact that if you don't realize the fact that she was like saying like the Patron, everything I feel like the kids feel actually fake.
No,
They are fake.
they're
Like,
real.
They're real, but they're real because
In the hex.
of the whole explosion
I think they fall
that she
apart if they
made.
leave the hex.
Yeah,
Like how Vision did. I think it's one of those constructs.
Well, then I don't know because it's like.
But that would make sense though
It's
because
like-
it's like
She's
that,
still emotionally connected.
You know why?
She
Like,
hasn't cut
but
that emotional ties to
You know
it,
why I would
and
give
so
you the
she gonna
Mephisto
keep it.
thing? Because remember you said Mephisto was like part of like creating them
kids,
again,
yeah.
the kids again. So it's like they are even if they're like even Vision. Like we saw her form Vision.
Yeah.
So from her power. So these kids are literally
she just like she had her body. his
no,
body.
the body's
didn't.
gone. The
No,
body's
the body is the one at the White Vision.
Bro,
She
you
didn't
ain't watched
take
this episode.
She didn't take the body.
No,
No,
you didn't watch
She didn't take the body. Yeah, that's right.
He faked that video.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that was a fake video. Remember, she wasn't to the thing.
Can I figure out what the hell?
Yes,
he's raising
get-
his
knock
hand
yourself
for?
out.
This is annoying me.
I wanted him to nigga.
He
Just,
trying to
I
prove
wanted
a
him to
point.
put it down.
No,
I mean,
I was gonna
I wasn't
wait.
gonna wait till he put it down. And I'm like, now you can go.
I wasn't
It
gonna
was
put it
just
down.
annoying.
Yeah, he was gonna be
He
tired.
changed hands and
No, I
gonna
want
be
to be
tired.
Negan.
You was gonna
I'll
be
tell
tired.
you when to go when
Yeah, I
you
was
go.
gonna be like, nigga, go now, nigga.
change anything.
No.
Okay.
I definitely just hit it again.
That's
'cause
why
we
I
good, though.
saw.
this shit is so close to me, bro.
Man,
Like,
really good though, man.
So
Y'all be
here's
put-
where
y'all be
I
piling
think
me up.
the reason why to answer
Pull
what
me
Liv
up.
said a while ago when he said that we got to wrap up Monica. The reason why I don't think we're going to wrap up Monica is because she's already confirmed to be in Captain Marvel 2, which
We're not wrapping her up though.
we're not.
I don't think we get another storyline from
We
her.
don't get another storyline. We may
No.
get. They may
We'll
do a
get,
mid.
we'll get something where we know she got out of the
Yeah,
hex.
it may be a mid-credit scene. It may be something, whatever the case may be. But we're not going to get any. Like I truly believe.
Just finish it.
Yeah, just finish it out. I truly believe the next episode, the way
Bro,
it's gonna-
finish it. You looking like a Care Bear.
The next episode, the way it's going to finish is going to be Agatha saying, "All right, well, let me show you what your true powers are," and it's going
No.
to go into that journey.
I don't even believe
Hell
that.
no.
I don't believe that. I believe the next episode is going to be, we're going to get Monica, because Monica's going to break loose from the fact that we know that Monica was controlling Quicksilver, the fake Quicksilver.
Not
No,
Monica.
that means
Agatha.
Agatha.
Oh, Agatha, yeah. Like the fact that we know that, and she was like, "Nigga, I'm off that now." Like because she's done playing with her. So all this shit that she was making her, like, she's done. So wherever Monica is, she like, nigga, ain't nobody gonna even be there to like.
I don't think.
You know what's wild?
You gonna get a mid-credit scene, Monica. Watch.
You think that she's still antagonist. I think the whole thing is the whole point.
No, I'm just saying, like,
you know what's wild?
Like, Monica's done. Like, we're not gonna get nothing as far as like a blowout on Monica.
You gonna get a mid-credit scene.
Yeah, we gonna get a mid-credit scene of her breaking out.
That's still done.
Agatha,
but I feel like that.
Agatha, she got to go into her mentorship. Agatha,
I don't think she's the antagonist because she was like.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
because when she was like, when I seen you do this shit, I had to come find out what the fuck you was doing.
That's
like,
so
but
see, that leads to what I was saying earlier, where I think that she thought she had more control of her powers, and so to see that
she wanted to learn from Scarlet Witch because up to now, Agatha is supposedly the most powerful witch
That's
ever.
why it's going to get into that.
You know what's gonna be crazy though? What I'm gonna give y'all though, because she already acknowledged what's the name is Chaos. This next episode is gonna be the start of the multiverse of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
I can see
what it is gonna be a long range episode of Wanda really fucking taking this shit all in.
I could see.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like,
if they play Agatha to be like somebody that want to help Scarlet to show her true power, but then in the background she's sneaking in the back and she hollering at Mephisto like, I think I got a way to bring him in.
That I can see.
That's the only reason why
that I can see.
But I mean, like
that's what I've been trying to like get to. Like I've been hoping that it gets to. I feel like she gonna and that's gonna be our end credit right there.
I can see that.
Her hollering at dude like, hey. I think I could get you in because
like the reason.
But I can see that being the starter. I can see that being the starter. Yeah, I can see it being the starter.
But
Doctor Strange.
That brings him Doctor Strange.
I can see it fully being. This ends where she thinks everything is good when she's starting to learn her powers from Agatha.
Yeah, like she,
and then Doctor Strange. Then Doctor Strange starts up with it, or even if it's a credit scene where you saw that, and it's a credit scene between the leaders into Doctor Strange.
All right, so who's Doctor
see her talk
Doctor
about
Strange?
I know how they
Doctor Strange supposed to be. Do we already know Doctor Strange might be fighting in the new movie?
Mephisto.
We don't. Is that guaranteed?
So can we? So can I?
Didn't know that was guaranteed.
So can I give you another option that
because Rudy just say yeah to things.
So my thing is like,
I'm pretty sure, but I don't know.
I thought so too, but I at least want to make sure we start making.
If that's the case, though,
because if it's not him, I'm sorry. If it's not him, it's the tentacle dude. The dude with the tentacles in the eye. My bad.
My thing is like, if it is Mephisto, could we possibly think that even though we're seeing this whole like unveiling of Agatha, that is Mephisto?
That's what I've been trying to say for like the last 5 episodes.
No, I'm saying like, but it's like
Agatha
we're getting Agatha,
gateway.
but it's like you're gonna get this whole like, oh my God, Agatha. But it's like, no, nigga, it's Mephisto covering Agatha. Like we know her story, and
it's gonna be, oh my God, it's Agatha. Oh wait, she's trying to help Scarlet Witch. Oh my God, this bitch is behind her back, hollering at Mephisto, saying, "I can get you in." That's what I think is gonna happen, and that's how it's gonna end. That's what I think.
So I can like it almost like hitting a Necronomicon, like her talking to her, trying to get all this power from her, and realize what you can do. But then you come back, like I can
think
see,
she's trying
I can see that in an episode where she like try to get everything she can get out of Wanda, and then goes back to a book or something, or a cup or a mirror.
Let's go into movie tropes. Every powerful being has somebody above them that they either want to bring in, or they want to get more power from, or something like that. I think Agatha's powerful being that's been behind her this entire time has been Mephisto, and he is asking her to bring her in.
Which is actually really cool, though, because you think about the beginning of Agatha's story with her even battling the witches and draining them. They already said that she's touching dark magic. Well, she ain't got no business to be touching.
That's what makes me believe it. Dark magic only comes from devils.
Here's what's funny with the parallels of Wanda and Agatha's storyline. Because Agatha at that time, back in the day in the Salem trials, she was saying that she was good. She was pleading with them that she was good.
But she could have been fronting though.
But hold on. What she was saying was like, I want you to teach me what I got, what I know.
Right. So she didn't know about her powers, right? So Wanda, kind of the same thing. Wanda, in a sense, is good.
No, because the witches was like, nah, fuck this.
No, I know
they
that.
said she was
Hold on,
Because
let me finish.
if they wanted to, and they wanted to be
Y'all
like,
gotta let me
okay,
finish my
we're gonna help
statements,
you,
bro.
My bad.
Y'all gotta
Like,
let me
Get it
finish
out.
the
Get it out.
statements,
Get it out.
bro.
Get it out. Get it out. I want you to get it out because I got something to you.
Because what I'm saying is Agatha at that time didn't know about her power. Like
I got
when she was
bro.
pleading for, she was saying, "I'm good. I can be good." Wanda, in everything that she thinks she is good, but obviously she has this chaos energy that she doesn't know much about. So it's like it's parallel to it because it's like. Wanda, she's like, no, I'm not trying to. She thought that this was not an issue. She was like, I'm doing this because I just want this happiness.
If
the
Agatha's
reason I can't fuck with you on that is because if you watch the real intro of Wanda of Agatha, she killed 4 of them motherfuckers before she actually talked to her mama.
she didn't do it.
Her mama.
So
no,
she wanted to be
and was
good.
like,
She
didn't do it, though.
She could have got out and left them
she
live
did
and
kill
just dip.
them.
No,
She
she
killed
broke.
them.
She broke the
She
chains
turned-
behind her.
Afterwards.
No,
When
like
it first
after.
started.
No, after
Go
she
back
killed
and
the
watch
4.
it. Go back and watch
It was
it.
after she killed the 4.
Bro, she killed 4 first.
Go back and watch it. I watched it twice today.
Rudy, she killed
I-
4 first,
bro.
and then she killed her mama.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about her mama. I'm talking about the 4
Right,
that
but she killed her mama, nigga. She was off
Damn.
that. She was off that.
I'm talking about the beginning of it when it first happened. I watched it twice today.
Okay.
When it first happened, she was looking just as shocked as everybody. She didn't know where that power
Fam,
was coming from.
I don't,
Nigga,
dog.
Agatha is
This
admitted
thing,
it.
he getting
Yeah.
tricked over
Like,
fake
watch it
this.
again.
She know what the fuck she doing.
Watch it
because
again.
the
Agatha's
motherfucker
been
that
in-
say
for
she
one,
don't know what she doing.
for what I'ma tell you,
she
like,
wouldn't know how to how to push her
I-
power out.
she didn't.
She wouldn't
I
have
watched
been
it
able
twice.
to break her chain,
I
and
watched
she
it twice
would
today.
have left them alive if she was really wanting
Man, my mother
to
bring
go.
it
My
right
thing
back
is
up.
like, my thing is
you
like,
getting caught by movie
the
tropes.
fact that you like, what made me so crazy, the fact that you even worried about the her story, like.
It's
like,
clear she was devious.
Agatha played in
It's clear she was
episodes of Wanda's story. So how could you
Deviously.
even believe her being in front of these
Bro, I
witches?
got it
Like,
right here.
Oh, don't get a shut off, bro. You can't do this.
No, they
Yeah,
can't.
don't
don't get it.
No.
Yes, you
Mute
can.
this.
We've already had audio.
Yep. Don't.
Find it.
You
I'll turn
ain't.
the volume
No.
down.
No. All right. No, because for one, Agatha's already been devious before that Salem thing
I'm gonna
because she
disagree.
been
I
up
just
in
watched
there
it. I'm literally
tricking
watching this.
and being
I'm
devious.
gonna disagree with you because sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I'm watching it as they're doing it, and before like when her eyes close and she does like a little jerk down before all the power goes down. So I don't know for sure, but I can't say 100%.
like, bro,
Dog,
I can't say 100%.
So
She
Liv,
knew.
like, Liv,
She
if you
knew.
did not.
She
if you
knew.
didn't, if you didn't say like you
She
didn't like,
knew.
if you didn't like this episode enough, if you like,
So
how you
hold
say
on,
you
hold
like
on.
this episode.
I'm
Y'all making me like it
No,
more
like
now.
if
because
there's
of
one thing I
discussion.
didn't like about the episode is the fact that
This
that
is-
was
this is
fake
what I'm
to
talking
me.
about.
Like her
This
being
thing
tied to the
worked.
She
thing.
knew.
The intro was
but watch
fake.
how when she looks,
The
she
intro
gonna
was
look up,
fake to me. Like I feel like
and-
she was gonna laugh at some point and be like, "Ha ha
But
ha!"
she kinda
Y'all
was,
not gonna
though.
get
No,
me.
she
I
did.
can't-
She
Until her
kind of
mom.
was, bro.
Until her mom.
I can't. I
she-
can't say for sure
Dog.
that she did it on purpose, but I also
didn't,
can't
bro.
say for sure
Trust
that that wasn't.
I
don't-
am leaning-
Like,
I honestly,
like if you think about the fact that you give an Agatha is bad and niggas
at
remixing
her
the
face.
song.
I don't think she's
Like,
bad.
That's a
I
shock.
don't-
Look at she's.
I don't
she
think
is
that she's
legit
bad.
shocked at this power. She don't know.
I
she
don't
don't
think
know
that she's
why
bad.
it's bringing it.
Really?
It could be the
So
stress thing.
if
Look
she
at her
didn't
face.
know, she gonna go and kill her mama now on
Like,
purpose.
however-
Afterwards, she definitely changed.
Look at her
However,
face.
she didn't.
Look at how happy she is, showing her
I'm
mom.
not gonna lie.
I'm talking
I don't
about
think-
the
I think it
first-
was on her
Rewind it.
self-preservation.
2
I did.
seconds.
I'm not saying. I think she did. If she did do it on
She
purpose,
knew.
I don't think it was
She did
malice.
not.
I
She
think
knew.
it
Like, my
was,
thing
it
is,
was-
like,
these
it's
people
only-
are trying to
like,
kill
the
me.
only way-
I'm gonna kill them first.
Dog,
only way
they
you-
even told her, Rudy,
The
that
only way
she
y'all
has
can
been
answer this-
dabbling in magic.
They did tell her she
That
was dabbling
ain't-
in black
that,
magic.
that,
dabbling in
they don't
magic.
approve of.
I'm-
So
yeah.
that means
The
she
only
knows
way,
what
like,
she doing.
Like the
I'm
only
just
way that
letting
you
you
can
know.
She
give
is
me
the,
this.
all right. I got it.
So
Just
I
if
guess
it's
to
not
the end
enough
of this,
evidence.
are you saying that she's the antagonist? Because I'm gonna disagree with that.
No,
I'm not.
no.
No, you think she didn't happen. So I'm sure you
The
don't.
only thing I was saying was that there's parallels between her start and Wanda's start. That's all.
Here's the thing. There's parallels.
I didn't
but,
know that was the whole point
but
of this
Wanda
conversation.
is,
This
the whole point of
conversation
mine.
means nothing to me.
That's the whole point of my
Bro,
conversation.
Wanda
Why I
is
brought it up.
literally innocent. She never knew, and Agatha was a fucking witch from the beginning. Now I know
So was Wanda. I said Monica.
No, Wanda don't know that. They just we watched an episode where they just named her the Scarlet Witch.
But
she don't know that.
The fact that she was still a witch, like you. Just,
No, she don't know that.
She don't
Like,
know that.
You have to even
What the-
account.
I'm
Like,
not
what the hell
debating.
is
So, like, no.
Wait.
Time
I'm not
out,
debating.
Time out.
No.
Before I go any further, what is the debate here?
like no,
Well,
the question.
I'm
I
only
don't know what
debating
they
the fact.
debating.
I'm only debating the fact that Rudy think that Agatha didn't know. Now I know for.
I don't know for
I'm
sure
like
about that one, so I'm not going to.
98% sure that she knew, only because she has been devious since the beginning. And when her mom was
How do you
talking
know
to-
that?
Because she fucking made a song about how she was pulling the strings.
Oh, from the beginning of the series. From the beginning of the series. Sure, yeah.
So hold on. Second, her mom even told her that she'd been breaking rules and doing things, and she trying to play it off like she don't know what's going on. I cannot take for fact that she did not know that she had this power.
I can't call someone devious for breaking rules if I don't know what those rules are.
She was clear about it. She said that she was dabbling in the black magic.
No, because here's the thing. Remember that?
She was clear.
Hold on.
No, with Lip is all right.
Wait, go back to Doctor Strange.
We can't go back to Doctor. Agatha wasn't in Doctor Strange.
Bro, let me get my theory out. Let me get what I'm saying.
It's not a theory. You got to go by facts if we debating on something.
So we're talking about Doctor Strange, right? And because of that book was considered the dark book. Remember they told nobody read that book, right? And that book was that dark book.
Oh, that leads me to what I wanted to bring up.
But remember the reason why he originally wanted to use the book was he wanted to help out. So so in his mind he thought he was doing the right thing. Agatha will be thinking the same thing.
She just killed her whole entire witch.
I'm talking about.
Hey, but they tried to kill her
because she was dabbling in black magic. They said it to her.
Right, she might have had the book.
That's a very good point. That's why I say I can't immediately call somebody mischievous for breaking a rule.
Just because the book.
Because if the rule is if you got the book, we immediately assume the worst.
If the book,
it's just black magic.
Here is Marvel logic here. And just going back, if the book is dark magic, that means somebody had to create it, and who would have created it? It would have been Dormammu because it wouldn't have been Mephisto.
Wait. So this is the perfect time for me to interject with this.
All right, let's go,
Let's go. Look at that.
So,
he pulling out receipts and shit like he got a pen.
Hey, this nigga screen so light.
I know, it's shining him. They made him a different shade of black. Look at him.
Dark for me the first time I was trying to read it
That
before.
nigga said, break my shit. I gotta read this
On
shit.
the real, he read. Look at this
It's talking about how everybody does think that Mephisto is the one who was pulling the strings for Agatha. There's a lot of references that it might be Dormammu.
She's loyal. I think she's loyal to him.
We got to work better on that.
I think she's loyal to him.
But
we do that.
A lot of strings and a lot of things are pointed to that it could be Dormammu because
Dormammu was already in whatchamacallit.
He didn't lose.
Mephisto is bigger than Dormammu.
The fuck is...
That sounded like a porno.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was about.
At some point, we gonna have a functional podcast. We live
Marvel, the MCU is very big on color, especially with their magic. They're keeping it a specific color, and one of the biggest clues is the color of Dormammu's magic or his whole energy is the exact same color as Agatha's.
It sure is.
But okay, so
remember he wasn't.
I like that. I like that because Dormammu is an ancient being, and it could be they were witches, so they could have had access to books. So it could be
worshiping Dormammu.
It could be not the witches. Not the witches, because there are different type of witches. There's good witches, there's bad witches, and there's good witch magic, and that's just like mythology of magic. And if they follow that, there's always one that falls astray, like the Craft. Remember the Craft?
Yeah, I mean the Craft. Yeah.
So she could have. That could be very much true.
There's also another part of it.
I don't think it's Dormammu. I don't want it to be Dormammu because it would kind of slightly be redundant, and he only resides in his realm of hell.
So that's sort of that's one of the things that they're bringing up
now, where you can
they're talking about his book, The Darkhold, and like how
the what
the book, The Darkhold.
Okay.
But it says, and I think it must have been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when they were showing. No, it had to be in the first Doctor Strange when they were showing all of the books, but there was the one that was missing.
Which is the one that she could possibly have that could be down there.
That's what they're saying.
But are they saying
that's last episode?
Are they saying
no? We were saying it was Mephisto's book, though. They're saying that this is all.
No, but I said it was that.
Are they saying that's Dormammu's book?
So because they're saying because you could see in certain scenes that it pulses with the purple magic, and again. The MCU has been very consistent on saying certain types of magic all have this color scheme.
And remember, Dormammu never was defeated. He was
never defeated.
He never is. He never is.
Well, I'm saying in the movie,
in the MCU, they try to pull a lot of shit saying like, hey, certain types defeated.
He was just stuck in Doctor Strange's loop.
So there's a lot of things, and to your point, we were saying earlier, there was no confirmation that specifically is going to be Mephisto in Doctor Strange 2. And so the idea is that
Yeah,
because they know,
And per the casting on IMDb,
But I read that they
Mephisto was
were
not listed.
yeah, I saw
they
that
were
too.
bringing remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to do with the tentacles? What's his name? Sangru or something? It started with an S. Now he is part of that Doctor
like
Strange
Shangri-La,
universe.
but
And they're bringing
I,
him
I
in.
feel like that. What I gotta look up his name because
Shangri-La, you said?
I'm almost confident that that's supposed to be the villain too in Doctor Strange.
Well,
But you know,
I haven't seen
I do have
anything
a
about a
question.
confirmed
that
villain.
was in the very beginning, but you know Marvel usually can do one or two villains because they had the magic dude and then they had Dormammu.
Well, hold on.
So
my
that just
question-
makes me not think
go
that
with
it's
that too.
Dormammu.
But-
That makes me think more so that it's Mephisto, which would make a little bit more sense for it to be leaning towards a witch, a
to
magical
add to
being.
that, because remember in the end of Doctor Strange, the black dude, remember he turned to whatever he turned to. Remember his eyes went black.
That
or
was
some shit?
wasn't yeah.
And he was supposed to. Who was he supposed to be?
He didn't. I forget his name, but oh my
His
god,
name was Mordo.
I want to keep calling
His
him Baron Zemo, but it's
I
not.
thought it
Mordo.
was like a more
Baron Mordo. Baron Mordo.
Baron
Mordo.
Mordo.
Yep. So
Shuma Gorath.
Yeah.
Is the tentacle dude's name.
he
Okay.
has to show up.
I
as
remember.
a,
I got a car for. Yeah, I remember.
y'all
that.
think he old boy, the black dude, he got to show up as
I'm trying to
an
look
attack-
now
as a
to
as
see
a
what
villain
we
in the next
know
one at some
for
point
Doctor
too, right?
Strange too, because it may give us some insight of what we should know leading into.
Mordo is coming back.
You know,
And
he
Yeah,
is
I see
coming
that.
back. He is coming back. But
But
remember,
is he the
was
big
evil
bad?
as shit.
Sam Raimi is doing Doctor Strange too.
I just found that out now.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that either.
I googled it as he was saying it. Yeah.
So yeah.
Shuma Gorath would be cool, but I think he would be like the sub villain. I still, my money is still banking on Mephisto, only because Dormammu, for one, he already had his guy that he chose, which was Baron Mordo, and that failed, and he's stuck in a time loop. But
supposed to be the
Mephisto could be the driver behind who taught
Who would it
Agatha
be though?
how
Like,
to become.
Who's supposed to be the new
I
big
feel like
face bad?
I feel like when
The
you
big
watch
bad
like
for the
the
face.
episode,
I thought it
now,
was King the Conqueror.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror.
So
Remember
does
Jonathan Majors got.
So does Mephisto have any connection to
Kang the Conqueror is a time villain. I'm not a time. Kang the Conqueror is a dude that goes through timelines.
Okay. The only reason why I asked is because
multiverse isn't necessary. It's so weird because unless they combined it, multiverse was always, to me, was slightly different than what I acknowledge as the time jumping that they did in Avengers
So-
to go into different times. Even though it was different realities, it would change slightly, but they went to different times.
the reason
So
why
I think they're gonna do with this is
And that's the big bad guy, Kang
I
the
think-
Conqueror.
yeah.
Well, I know King
That's
Kong,
confirmed.
But the reason why I
Yeah.
asked is you think about
who's attached with this villain. I get what
like
you're saying.
how Thanos
But
had
see-
everybody attached to him.
He wouldn't be because Kang the Conqueror is somebody from another part of the galaxy, a timeline. He's not. He is a Fantastic Four villain.
So
he's not even
So
a.
you don't think Doctor Strange?
It's Spider-Man.
the Doctor Strange stuff. The Doctor Strange
gonna
world is an entirely different type of a type of world. It's a magical world, so it would be magic beings.
So you don't think it will have any connection to the
Absolutely
next phase
not.
of the, okay.
That's-
you know,
To a certain extent, I don't think that Kang has anything to do with multiverse at all.
I was gonna say at some
And
point.
multiverse can easily be killed off after Spider-Man and after Doctor Strange.
Well, to be fair, the whole thing of this whole movie, yes, it so like the official premise is after the events of Avengers Endgame and WandaVision, Dr. Stephen Strange continues research on the Time Stone, which is hindered by a friend turned foe, which I think they've already confirmed is going to be
Mordo.
No, it's going to be Wanda. I'm pretty sure.
No, the friend who did
Mordo was his friend.
Mordo
remember?
That
was
is
his
also
friend.
true.
That
But
was his
because
friend,
at the end
and
he turned bad.
The reason, because I remember
It's Mordo for sure.
Unless there was a rumor, I remember saying that she was going to be a villain in this movie.
I saw that too.
It's Baron Mordo for sure. Because at the end of Doctor Strange, remember,
He did turn.
he did turn bad.
so it is Baron
Well,
Mordo for
what
sure,
Jason
and
saying-
it follows along with the comic books with the rivalry.
No, yeah, I'm
But
not
what
saying
Jason's saying
that.
is they
I'm
did-
just
they
saying
did
for the
state
fact that
Wanda's
they
gonna
stated
be-
that she was going to be a
Wanda's
villain in this
in
movie.
Doctor Strange multiverse.
She's confirmed. She's
Yeah,
in.
she's
not-
confirmed
she-
in it.
she's in
On the
it.
cast.
So then that
But-
means in
that would be
WandaVision,
like
she's gonna turn.
And that's why I
And that's
said.
what Dish was saying.
she's gonna turn.
But that's why I was
then
saying.
so that means there's gonna be 3 villains.
So why I brought up why I think it could tie into is, remember, his entire mission, like, yes, shit's gonna happen in this movie. His entire mission is still on the time stone. So I could see how that would tie into the overall villain.
But the time stone doesn't fall in line with a multiverse.
No, I'm saying with a time travel villain who he made.
Remember,
as he's
MCU
if he's
changing shit.
But
too.
the time travel, I don't think they would do this. I don't think they would change. They change details, but not details that's critical to the base of what is going on.
I'm not thinking that the stone itself. I'm not saying the stone itself is going to be tied to being with Kang. I'm just saying if you're thinking if I'm researching time and I learn about a time travel villain, you're probably going to tie in that overall movie.
The reason why I asked you what I asked you, because I'm like, yes, they can kill it off with the Doctor Strange multiverse, Spider-Man, things like that. But with the way Marvel works, everything is connected. This movie is going to be connected to Krang,
and that's
somehow.
what I'm saying.
But which would be the time stone.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just in relation to the as I'm researching time. This such and such happened. That's a part of my research now. I got to go address that too.
But is this the first official movie of the phase?
Yes,
I think technically Black Widow.
No, because Black Widow still falls along with the old timeline.
But Spider-Man ended that phase. So
but Black Widow is not only current, but it's background.
But it's supposed to. Yeah, but it's supposed to do is, I'm pretty sure
it is because they mention it in Avengers when he's like, "What happened in so and so."
Yeah, but no. But what I think is because so we know it's a flashback film.
Yeah, we know it's a flashback.
Because they're saying that Yelena, I forgot her last name, but it's essentially her sister is supposed to be the new Black Widow moving forward. There must be something that's tying it.
Yeah, it's gonna
because she's supposed to be the new Black Widow moving forward.
So I think this movie is going to be a filler movie. I don't think it's going to be anything.
It's still technically a part of the phase
to it, but it's going to be a filler movie to transition.
Sure.
My main theory is what's going to make this movie critical to it is we may get a glimpse of who.
Yeah, we may have how the first Thanos scene where he turned around and smiled. We may get something like that with Kang.
So I think
that's what I think
the time stone for sure is going to be directly related to Kang, but I don't think that's what the movie is going to be.
No, for sure. For sure.
With WandaVision and her knowing that she can make these realities, and they saying that she is going to be a villain, there could be a possibility of the multiverses being opened up because of different alternate changes.
I would agree with that. Yeah, no,
we may not even get to see Kang. It may just be somebody mentioning.
We might see Kang at the end because he may be like, "Hey, not true. This motherfucker got this time."
But remember,
wait, hold on. None of the stones exist anymore. So what the fuck is Strange?
No, they don't.
I thought they put them back in the original timeline. I thought that was the whole purpose of Captain America.
But it don't come back to them.
If they're in the original timeline, none of them should be here.
But Doctor Strange can go get.
No. Here's how they explained it.
Doctor Strange can go back to whatever timeline.
Here's how they.
Why would he?
Because he's researching, like you said.
No, that would have been because they were adamant from the beginning that they can borrow it, but they have to go right back and put it back.
That means
researching doesn't mean he got to take it back to his universe.
No, so
he can go to that time and research it there.
No, how about this? Maybe
how does he get there?
Maybe he's not.
He doesn't have the stone anymore.
Maybe he's not researching the time stone. Maybe he's researching the phenomenon of what they did to go back into time to put things so that nothing gets affected because nothing would happen the way that it happened if they didn't go back.
Every stone. So in their timeline, every stone should be gone
except the Tesseract.
No, that should be gone.
The Tesseract is a stone.
Wait. Didn't Loki take it?
No.
Different timeline.
That's
In this time, if we were thinking,
my question is this. Okay, so I get what you guys.
All
are
the
saying.
songs are
They should be. They should be.
In both timelines.
They should be. But is it
both?
Well, because if time plays out the way that it's supposed to be, they will always end up to that part where Thanos destroys it.
Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah.
But major question. Isn't Loki jumping around just different with the time zones?
No, he don't got nothing.
He did. He got the space stone.
He got the space stone.
He don't got any.
Yes, he do.
Tesseract.
In one of the timelines when they went back in Endgame, he grabbed it and just disappeared. Because that's the whole point of what the Loki series is about.
That's what Loki series is about.
Okay, so we can put that into being
like story. He don't really like.
Well, because if they get into
stories.
Loki series and he's doing that, it could be a possibility that they have an ending to that, and that doesn't get reintroduced.
That's to be fair.
timeline.
But
could be.
at this point,
But
we don't.
Because right now there's supposed to be
Strange
no
never
mention.
had that stone. I don't think he would just randomly have
Infinity
that
Stones.
stone, but-
Infinity Stones are over as far as we're concerned, and I
know
feel like
that.
they said it, like it's done.
I know that. What I'm talking
But the
about.
Infinity Stones can make more power somewhere else. So like
But what I'm saying is, if Loki,
You might be right. I don't know if they. I think they are gone.
I think
They're
they
gone.
said that this is like the Infinity Stones are done.
I
Like,
think so.
There's nothing
I think,
for it.
but I think that's why they started bringing. Because that's what I meant to.
That's
look
why they
up.
started introducing
And the ne-
multiverses.
Yes.
But I'm trying
Yes.
to remember. Did
And-
they talk about Wanda being a Nexus being?
I don't
What the
remember
fuck is
that.
a Nexus?
So
being?
in Marvel,
know.
there's a certain
in
Nexus
the comic
being.
book?
Yeah, in the comics.
I don't know if they're gonna bring all that because
But I
think
thought
Why
they
not?
did. I gotta look it up.
But
I
my
could've
question is
sworn I
because a
read-
Nexus being, if it's what I'm thinking,
But that's what
it's
they're
an
using.
inhuman.
But
It's
no,
an inhuman.
That's what they use. That's sort of what they use to introduce
Yeah.
multiverses.
So my question.
That the Nexus being
So
can
the
bring
re-
people from whatever
Yeah.
virus.
Okay, then that would be revealed in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And that's what I was
That's
gonna
what
say.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about. But see, the reason why I brought up Loki is that, yes, I get it. The Infinity Stones are done. But Loki right now, as we know it, until his series end, is jumping around with an Infinity
But
Stone.
you're thinking it's in this current timeline when it's not.
No, no,
because
no, no, no.
remember, he took that stone. He took that stone when we
Can
were
he jump
still
to different
back.
timelines?
We
Yes,
were still
and that's what I'm trying
Space
to get
Stone.
to.
Space Stone don't take you
Bro,
to different
he's-
timelines.
I was asking. I don't know. I was
There's
asking.
reality
Yeah.
stones.
No.
There's a time stone that would definitely
Did
do.
you read the synopsis
but
of the Loki story?
But
of the movie, of the series?
Yeah,
He said he was jumping around different-
Read it for us because I
And that's why I'm trying to bring it up. You keep on cutting me off.
I think that because I think the stuff that they show us is way before any of the movies that we know.
So before you go to that, the Nexus being thing. So the reason why people were talking about, they were sort of trying to say that Wanda was a Nexus being is because they were talking about the antidepressants. We obviously know that she's very depressed of everything that happened, and the name of it was Nexus. And they think that it was an Easter egg to trying to say that, hey, there are Nexus beings here.
I completely forgot about that, and you might absolutely be 100% correct.
So that's what they were trying to say with Nexus
Because
beings.
all of those have clues to stuff.
Yeah.
And that Nexus is, I think, tied to Dormammu.
Okay.
I
then,
think
yeah.
so. I think so. If you could do a quick Google search.
I am.
Yeah. So the reason why I brought up Loki is because of the synopsis of the Loki series.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know the
Read
synopsis
the
of the
synopsis,
series.
yeah.
The series takes place after Avengers Endgame, in which saw Loki steal the Tesseract during the 2012 events of the Avengers, which created an alternate timeline for the main MCU films. In the series, Loki uses the Tesseract to travel through time and alter human history.
He's Deadpool.
So he is jumping through different times in
With
history.
the Space Stone?
Yeah, that's wild. I'm
That's-
not gonna lie.
that's the ex-
I never read the synopsis.
And that's why I'm bringing it up.
But to be fair, I don't understand how to. I guess space
No.
and time could be kind of because you could. If I can go through space, I can go through space whenever I can. I can kind of understand that.
But then now
it's a stretch.
now they're relating time and space together. But what will be the purpose of the time stone?
That is also true.
Like, that don't make no sense to me. And I'm not taking that after
I mean, but the
Endgame
time
by
stone was, like,
verbatim.
individually they
Because that
made
was
for, like-
years before Endgame even happened. When he stole the Tesseract. That was years before. Now, as
But if
us
he's
as
just jumping
viewers...
through timelines, I can understand.
as
I can
us as
understand his jump.
viewers-
I want to know.
Capability. Hold on. Capabilities of the Tesseract. The Tesseract is one of the most powerful artifacts in the universe. According to the Fury, it holds great powers and almost unlimited.
Yeah, this is what the second half was. We getting deep. We getting deep.
Ron, like, when y'all bringing the anime?
Like, no, I'm just realizing that, like,
Capability.
we deep diving
That's
right
what-
now.
that's
The
what-
Tesseract can open up.
That's why I said the second half
Yeah.
is gonna be deep.
The Tesseract can open up rifts through space. This is how Loki transport himself to later.
Transport?
Right. Hold on. Through portals. It can be used to power other weapons. So we know that. Besides use.
He can only move backwards.
Tesseract.
I'm going to be interested in that.
Tesseract can also show visions of the future, which may not come to. We know that.
Show visions.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if he can only travel back in time. He can't move forward.
They just said
if he
through.
can't move forward, that means he's stuck in 2012.
Jesus.
I'm just saying what they said, bro.
No,
So-
I'm wondering. I'm analyzing what they're saying because to me there will be no purpose with the time stone if the space stone allows you to go forward in time. Now the space stone could probably make you go backwards in time. That makes sense. Like go backwards in time, but it can't make you go. I wouldn't think that it can make you go forward. It wouldn't make sense.
But the whole premise of the show is Loki jumping through.
So Nexus beings, sorry to cut back to that, they basically can do whatever the fuck they want.
Are they related to Dormammu?
They're related to everybody.
Yeah, to everybody.
Because they affect the entire I'm reading that verbatim, by the way. This is literally they affect the entire affect Nexus beings just in general. They affect probability and thus the future. They can alter the flow of the universal time stream.
I got hiccups.
So they admins.
They can
the admins. They managers.
They the editors.
The
and shit.
admins.
They the editors. They change the story.
Yeah,
and shit.
And the last part, they say each Nexus being
it also
has
said,
power unique to themselves.
Yeah, and then it also said there shouldn't be more than one Nexus being in a universe or in the same plane of reality at the same time.
So Wanda,
group chat conversation.
Wanda is in the Marvel database. Wanda is one.
Kang technically would be a Nexus being because he travels throughout time, but not with a stone.
But he's never been identified as one. I mean, he could be one.
Well, we don't know.
I'm talking about in the Marvel database. He has not been.
Yeah, no, in the Marvel. Well, to be fair,
They
haven't named too many.
They didn't name that many.
They literally
Who did they name?
Scarlet Witch.
That's it.
Yep.
So that's just leaving it up.
That's what I'm saying. It could be.
I found something.
He just hasn't been mentioned as one yet.
Every Nexus Beings Marvel database. Let's take a look here.
That's probably the exact same one.
We're all
reading.
on the same one.
But the fact that they talk about each one having a power to themselves basically tells you there's more than just Scarlet Witch. This is the one we named right now.
Ron, like, y'all doing plenty of research.
So, nigga, I'm so
You look
slapped.
slapped.
So then,
I'm out here looking like
I do want to, because I want to talk about...
Okay, so here's the thing. The time... I'm sorry, Didge.
No, this is...
It said the Nexus beings are vigilante watched over by cosmic forces such as the Time Variance Authority and the Timekeepers. That is a direct connection to Kang the Conqueror.
Okay,
because
so
Kang is a timekeeper. Now, he is a powerful being, but he also travels to time to try to make things...
Do you have a list of them?
No, but I got something that I'm reading. So they...
Good, dog.
So exactly everything we've been saying is right, but they said it verbatim from the Marvel press release.
We using verbatim way too much.
Hey, well, because we gotta make sure because we be debating too much.
This
shit.
Our deep dive episode, y'all. Y'all wanted us ever to be more
they say,
geeky about it.
They say the Nexus beings are considered key to keeping the multiverse stable, and therefore watched closely by outside force, including the Time Variant Authority, a group that is set to make their MCU debut
which
in Loki.
would be Kang the Conqueror.
But it's also
which would be Kang the Conqueror.
So maybe
so we won't see Kang till Loki then.
Yeah, no, for sure we won't. We will either see him if Doctor Strange comes first.
To answer your question, is the very next datum. Kang is one of the Nexus beings, and so is Wanda Maximoff.
Know it.
So if what Dish is saying is true, there shouldn't be two in the same timeline.
In the Marvel database thing,
that will make more sense on why Kang would pop up to say, "Wait a minute, nigga, you stepping on my shit?
No.
I gotta get you out of here."
No, because Kang don't have his own timeline. Kang has always jumped through timelines. He's got multiple versions of himself.
But so then maybe Agatha is really trying to get Wanda set up to fight Krang because she know Krang is coming.
I don't think of that because he would have no reason to come. The only reason he will come is when Scarlet Witch starts figuring when Scarlet Witch opens up something that is Kang is a they're like what's the little dude in Dragon Ball, the Time Force guy? What's his name?
Jocko?
Kang is a Jocko. Okay, Kang is a Jocko, but Kang
got power.
But Kang is also a power. Now,
I got a theory about Jocko.
Jocko ain't got no power.
So Kang is a Jocko. Kang lives amongst multiple timelines, and
why would he come?
So then, wait,
because they're the authority of the timelines. People ain't supposed to know that you can alter or go into other timelines, and Kang is the all-powerful being. He is way more stronger and way more powerful in my sense than Thanos. According to me and Thanos. So if Wanda can open up portals and go into different timelines and things like that, or some timeline.
That's what they did, right?
Reality.
They did a time heist.
Kang will come.
That could be why he's coming.
Well, that's
Kang
what I'm asking him. He's saying no.
will come.
Because of Wanda.
No. Well, not because they're in the same timeline. Because Kang don't live in a timeline.
But why? So wouldn't he be coming because of the events of Endgame? Because they did that time
I don't think
heist?
Lib was ever saying Kang not coming.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I only said that he wouldn't come because
just
he's
specifically
in this. Because
for Wanda.
you said. Why are you in the same timeline as me?
So
no, that's the only thing I disagree about.
Insight.
Yes,
you said.
because
so I got
at the
insight
end
on
of
why
Endgame,
two Nexus being can't be in the same timeline. It's not necessarily for any random reason. It's because they are literally the singular point of their respective world.
Yep, and Kang.
That's wild.
Yes, and Kang.
So that if Kang comes, that means somebody got to die.
Somebody got to die.
Yeah, no, this that. I told you we deep in the woods on this podcast.
So it would make sense.
Yeah, we deep in the woods on this one.
It would make sense to have a protagonist such as
deep dive. You get into real shit.
It would make sense to have a not a Dormammu, but
I'm so full-heartedly mad at y'all.
What did you want?
I'm crying.
I'm trying to piece it together. Let me piece it together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ron, but it will make sense.
Y'all fine.
This too geeky.
It will make
fine. I'm laughing at the fact that we here where we at.
Hey, it would make sense that Mephisto would be.
I know.
It would make sense.
I'm laughing so hard
that Mephisto will be the bad guy that has been behind Agatha, that is leading into the Doctor Strange movie with Scarlet Witch being the main or maybe secondary protagonist, and with her opening it up and knowing that she can go into timelines and alter or change things, it would bring us another after credit scene of Kang. Because Rudy, you're right. The messing with the fucking timeline at the end of Endgame could have shot something to Kang. Like, wait, motherfuckers have fucking
people doing some shit they shouldn't be doing.
People are doing things that I'm the only motherfucker that can do this shit. And this is, like he's an ancient being.
So I got one last question.
So it would make perfect sense that this would lead all into it, and then Kang coming down through. So you're right. So somebody gotta die.
So wait, no,
somebody gotta die,
and then it leads to how he becomes the, I guess, overall villain. If the fact that they're saying that two Nexus being shouldn't be in that same reality, at like Lim said, at that point if he comes here because of that, and it's like, hey, somebody gotta die.
And
it's gonna be Kang, because Kang is gonna be the villain of all the MCU for God knows how long.
But that's what I'm saying.
So that
could be what set up the rest of this.
So then what's crazy is that he is only trying to correct what's happening that's wrong, and the Avengers gonna be like, "Oh, you a bad guy. We just gonna fuck you up." That's the fucked up thing.
So I got a question. So going off of what we just theorized, why would Wanda open up the other universe? Like, I guess what would be her goal?
If she breaks this hex, she wants to go back to try to change things.
Or if Agatha convinces her that she can. Remember, she can alter reality. Scarlet Witch has always been able to alter reality. So if Agatha trains her, if Agatha trains her and shows her like what her power can be, Scarlet Witch could ultimately become, because in the comic book, Scarlet Witch teeter-totters between bad and good. It's not necessarily like a bad guy, but it's like, I want to do my own shit.
I would say, she's like, she's self-serving. She's self-serving.
So she could probably...
She does snap, but she becomes self-serving.
Yeah, so she could possibly become a quote-unquote villain because she wanted to do her own shit.
Right.
Because of all of her trauma that she wants to just have normalcy for herself.
Right.
But it affects everybody else, so people got to stop her, So it could open up multiverses, and this is maybe where they introduce... Multiverse to timeline is different to me, because when they went back in time, that wasn't a multiverse. They made that
clear. I
clear.
wonder if that's how they're gonna do it with the MCU.
But multiverses, because it's rumored that all the other Spider-Mans and like other people are supposed to be showing in Spider-Man, that makes me believe that there's alternate realities.
They said everybody who ever touched the Spider-Man property.
But what was funny is they also said, Tom Holland said, they won't tell me nothing. Like,
so that's how they introduce like the Venomverse. The Venomverse is its own world.
I wonder if they're going to use multiverse and time as a reason. Like, okay, because we went back in time, such and such happened, it changed the world in this way, that this is just that timeline.
That could have opened up the multiverse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if that's how they're going to explain the multiverse.
Excellent.
That's what we're waiting on.
That would make perfect sense because then that's how we get the Venom because Venom lives in a world that's not with Spider-Man.
And you got to figure. Remember, Captain America, he went back and gave every stone
Didn't
back.
he sign back up? Didn't he sign back up?
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
well,
saw that
he
too.
said he said this is news to me, but it's like people have said that before. The chick who ended up being She-Hulk, when they first announced that, well, it was like rumored that she was gonna be the casting. She was like, I've never talked to Marvel a day in my life, and I want to say like 3 months later, it was an official press release, and it's her as She-Hulk, and it's like, you clearly couldn't say anything at the time.
So that could open up multiverses. That could give us a bad guy like Dormammu, that's manipulating Agatha because Agatha had to have gotten her powers from somewhere.
Right.
It couldn't have been from anything.
Well,
and
in the
behind
comic
every
books-
book, there's a huge monster villain that's powerful.
It's interesting that they're using literally just the Salem witch trials is like when she first, because in the comic I was reading her storyline. She was during the time of, was it Sinking of Atlantis, I think?
She was around the entire time.
But I'm saying, but it's like, so it was interesting to see that they're like using just.
They gave her a birth.
Yeah, they gave her a
which
birth
was the
basically.
Salem,
yeah,
because she's been around
because
forever.
She's
the most powerful witch.
she was literally.
Period.
Yeah, they were talking about. I think it was, like I said, I think it was a Sinking of Atlantis.
Yeah, she saw. Yeah, she saw.
And
all
she
of that.
saw. Yeah, like you said, she saw all of that. She was there during Salem, but it's like
They use
that as like the launching point.
So I just gotta add, Spider-Man is supposed to deal with multiverses too. We are going to get Madam
Are
Web.
we sure?
Yes,
is that
because
confirmed?
I think so.
Yes,
I
think so.
I haven't seen it
There's been
confirmed.
enough
With the
rumors that
title-
I'm believing
with
it.
the title, I feel like he's going to get lost in the
Here's the
multiverse.
crazy thing.
Okay.
Here's the crazy thing because there's a Spider-Verse, you know,
Yeah.
and
you
they
got us an ad, bro?
You said what?
You got us an ad?
No.
Diz, here's the crazy thing
I'm
because
feeling-
Spider-Verse got its own.
Nigga want to throw me in there like, I
Spider-Verse
can all this shit over.
Spider-Verse
You know
got
what
its own universe.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and you know, Marvel, I mean, Spider-Man is still owned by Sony, and Sony is doing their own thing.
No, but they already confirmed that they were gonna. They already confirmed they were gonna do more.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Sony is still owns all of the Spider-Man properties.
But
so
I
if
thought
they want to be smart,
But I thought the deal in order to get this movie was that they had to sort of allow that to be part of what the MCU.
check it out, bro. Check this
Oh,
out.
so you just give them
I'm about to give you some.
Okay.
Spider-Man, definitely Marvel MCU.
Yeah.
All right. Venom, and they're gearing up. They're doing
Isn't it Venom-
Morbius.
Bacardi?
They're doing
Yeah.
Morbius. So they're developing their own Spider-Verse with Spider-Man properties.
But they're calling it Venomverse, right?
No,
they're
they
calling it
haven't.
Spider-Verse?
No, they haven't yet.
Yeah.
The cartoon did. They haven't
Oh,
yet.
was it just the Spider?
But
Okay.
but if we get a new Spider-Man movie and it deals with multiverses, we're getting Madam Web. Madam Web deals with those different universes, the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So that will kind of give the Sony the ability to separate themselves with their properties other than Spider-Man to become their own universe.
I don't know if they do it. I wonder if this is a sign of, because with the last one, you got to figure they waited till after home or after Far From Home came out to like start trying to negotiate. If they've already announced it before.
But I think they only signed up for two movies, and I think they gave them under the premise that we're going to borrow it.
They gave them,
and I don't think they knew.
Oh,
how
you're saying 2 more
successful
movies
this would
after
be.
this? No, well, this new deal was now. So this third movie hasn't even come out
the
yet.
third one.
So I thought it was more movies after this one.
I just don't think that Sony knew the impact that the Marvel movies were going to have on their own universe. Now they have their own universe. They own the whole Spider-Man property. They got to do something with it.
I wonder if they're going to do a thing of, okay, this is a multiverse. So
That's what I'm saying. Like
this
Doctor
is still-
Strange
this is-
opens that gate, bro.
This is still part of the whole MCU, but it's like, it's happening. It's happening on the
Okay.
Doctor
side.
Strange. Hold on, I gotta add to this. That goes back to what you said. That opens up the multiverse options. That lets Sony do their own thing. Plus, it also
I got that
goes
deal, don't
to
you?
the time stuff.
Am I
And
reading it? Oh, you're right.
it circles back to everything you said.
So I got their deal. So after the last movie that just came out, the new deal that they start, Marvel got 2 more movies to do. So
No, but I thought so. You're saying after the like, is this after home? After Far From Home or not Far From Home? But
Homecoming.
No Way Home or what is it called?
No, Homecoming. So
Ron looks so bored.
So,
Yeah, Ron,
No Way Home.
dying.
No Way
Home should be the first of the
first one.
But no,
And then
So that
another
lets me believe that they're in a
this is how I heard this
multiverse.
article.
Bro, that lets me believe they're in a multiverse.
So this was last year's article.
I could have sworn I saw something like literally 2 weeks ago
That they what? Did what?
that they extended their deal.
Oh no, that I don't know.
Bro,
I'll look it up.
Bro, the title of that movie just reassures that they're on their way to a multiverse, so Sony can launch like their own property, their own verse, their own Spider-Verse, because there's no reason to have a Morbius movie without Spider-Man. There's no reason to have Venom without Spider-Man. Like, they all tie up to Spider-Man. But if they can get it to where they share the same property and they open up that door for them to be able to introduce these characters as a different part of the of a verse, that gives people like us
I gotta piss.
okay wanting to watch.
I found what Dish
Never
was
mind.
saying.
Ron,
That's the biggest
I feel
problem.
bad for Ron.
Wait, last
Ron,
thing.
go take a piss so we can
Oh,
wrap up.
last thing
Because I
you
got to
do-
pee too.
Last thing, and then we can go into recommendations.
Let's go to recommendation. So, No Way Home is actually Tom Holland's last one that he was signed on.
But
he said that he'll come back with a heartbeat, and right now, from what I'm reading, they're working on it right now.
So this is
February. Hold on, I'm looking at is February 25th.
So you might be reading the same article. So in it might be the same. Yeah, that is the same one. So I'm assuming that the way that this read to me is that they got the deal done. They just haven't announced it.
Well, I mean, so I don't know. He said that like.
Yeah,
right
I
now
did
they're
see that.
working on
Yeah.
it.
So they're whatever. They're
So they are
probably
working on it for pretty much
beyond
this.
No Way Home. This wouldn't
Yeah.
be. This ain't gonna be the last one. It seems like.
They're working on it literally right as we speak.
To save Ron from himself, we should probably
So let's get into
let's go to
recommendation.
recommendations. You got a recommendation?
Yeah, I mean, mine is just Promised Neverland. Like the second season
Oh,
is
man.
going in. Yeah.
It's
like
good.
Promised
I haven't
Neverland,
watched,
like, for anybody who's a fan of Promised Neverland, like, hey, for one, if you're watching the show and I just jumped in and said that, like, yes, I've been definitely dead tired worrying about what the fuck be going on. But right now,
Bro, we didn't say it, but that was a good hour and like 15 deep in the woods.
And we didn't like argue and get it into
that
the throat.
was just deep in the woods.
get your life out. Get it out. Get it out.
That was full on geek.
Export it. They get it out. Like, get it
that
out.
was full on geek.
But,
On camera, you don't see me like,
but yes, Promise Neverland.
like
Promise Neverland is fire, Ron.
Like,
Hey, Promise Neverland is fire, Ron. I
Promised
love it.
Neverland, like, second season, like, now when you're second season, like, I don't really want to talk about it a lot.
You can't because I have not seen the episode after the recap.
I just want to recommend saying, like, people watch this anime in general. Like, I didn't recommend it before.
It's great, bro.
And it's really like,
I think
I've never
recommended
watched
it last
anime
week.
where you watch
you did.
kids.
You said first season though.
Yeah, you did. I've recommended, I think, at one point too. Like, but I never want to talk about like this show is like watching kids be adults.
Yep.
Is really a different like genre. Like, it's not about seeing kids turn into adults.
No,
Like, they are still kids.
They still kids. And they just
Like,
gotta
they're
act.
still kids.
They gotta act very grown up as a bitch.
Like, they gotta make decisions and like it's really like evil out for them.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a really good show that I thought that I was gonna get in like way back in the day, like way back. It's like, and they had the break, and it's like now it's like even more, like it's
It is.
even better.
It's an amazing anime. I
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
love it.
so, like,
I
that's
cannot
what it is.
wait to. No. I can't wait to watch it. On the next.
Like, and they doing it live. Like, I want to watch it live. I'm mad about seeing about the live action
I
of
don't
it.
trust any live action.
Yeah,
on
I'm mad
Some
about
of the
it.
Japanese live actions be good.
Which
But
one?
I want-
I've been let down every time.
I have been let down.
I've been let down
I've been
plenty
let
of
down a
times.
lot, but it's like some of them like, all right, this ain't.
But
bad.
yeah, Promised Neverland right now is like that's
Yeah,
that's
Promise
my
Neverland is
trying
my
to-
shit. My recommendation, I got actually two. One of them will be Captive State, which is from the Cloverfield universe. I had to look it up because I didn't understand. It's got our guy Tick that played in Lovecraft
Jonathan
Country.
Majors.
Yep, he's got him in it, and it's got the cat that plays the RZA on the Wu-Tang Hulu
Oh,
series.
interesting.
wow.
You know what was even more interesting? Like, this is a very diverse cast.
Nice.
That's cool.
Extremely diverse
Nice.
cast.
What is this on? It's on like what is it?
I watched it on. I want to say I watched it on HBO on Amazon,
Okay.
but could have been HBO.
HBO Max. Then.
Yeah, no, regular HBO.
But I'm
Because
saying-
remember, when I watched it, I didn't have my HBO Max
I'm
shit
gonna-
together.
I'm gonna
I didn't have my HBO Max shit together when I watched
assume
it.
if it's on regular HBO, it better be on HBO Max. I'd be highly
what's it
upset
called?
if it.
But
Captive State.
Captive State. You
I
know
don't
what?
HBO Max.
It-
I
You know what? It kept my attention, and it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3, but it's
Out
worth
of 5?
watching.
It better
out of
be
5.
out of 5.
Yeah.
Out of
I
5.
said that rated it better.
No, I give it a 3 out of 5 just because there were some things that I didn't really enjoy. Look at who directed. I don't know who directed it, but there was just some things I was
You
just
sure it
kind of.
wasn't on Showtime?
It was on Showtime then.
I don't got Showtime. Fuck that.
I'm looking at it. I'm like,
It was definitely Showtime.
I'm good then. I don't
There
got
were some things
Showtime. I
about
would
the
not be
movie that I
watching
didn't really like. I especially the kind of like the ending, even though it was kind of dope.
Use your Showtime.
Yeah, I got
I didn't enjoy it. Even though the ending.
He's trying to explain it to me. I ain't watch.
No, I'm not going to. Even though the ending was
No, he
kind
said
of like.
he wasn't going to explain it.
No, yeah, I'm not. Even though the ending was a little, I didn't really, I didn't enjoy it the ending too much. But it was like
is the director.
who?
Rupert Wyatt.
Okay, but it is in the Cloverfield universe, and it's worth a watch. It was entertaining. I watched it.
I mean,
I fell asleep.
Being in the Cloverfield universe, I'll watch it. But
I
I'm
fell
like,
asleep in the
when
middle.
Lil just tried to explain to me, like, nigga,
He didn't
I
explain
wasn't.
anything. He
I'm
just
not.
gave you a gist of it was a monster and shit. Like
I didn't even say that.
He said you. I think you.
I said it was in the Cloverfield universe, but I didn't even say what were the
He told us from the beginning he wasn't
protagonists.
trying to explain it.
But-
he basically said if you want his recommendation, you better watch that.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I you know, it's cool. It's worth a watch. It's worth a watch because
Bro,
I fell asleep.
I'm all over the place with
I-
this camera.
I
Fam,
fell
how's
asleep.
the camera looking?
Now he got it slanted.
He got it super
Can
slanted.
you turn it, please?
So I fell
killing me,
asleep
Bacardi.
halfway through, and I decided I wanted to watch it the
I'm
next
killing
day.
you. Look.
And
killing
my
me.
second recommendation is y'all motherfuckers talk about this goddamn camera.
Nigga, you supposed to be talking to the camera.
Ain't nobody watching this long ass show on YouTube. I'm
They
just
better
talking
be.
shit.
They do, bro.
We
Yeah, they better
interested.
be.
Hey,
How's it looking?
Nigga, I kid this shit for a reason.
Hey,
like, nigga, I want somebody to jump in the parrot like, hey, Ron, get
did
this
it
shit.
zoom
Like,
out?
Lois as Superman was kind of decent.
I fucked with it.
I fuck with it. I haven't. I still
It was
haven't
very-
finished the first episode.
I watched the first. I watched the full
But
first
I
episode.
can fuck with it.
I kind of fucked
I
with
can
it.
fuck with it. I can fuck
It wasn't
with it.
as
It's so
CW as
funny.
all the CW
I can't.
shows.
I want to pass it on, but this is just the funniest thing for me to see Lois Lane and Superman have white people problems with their kids.
Yeah, you
That
ugly.
is the
You
funniest
ugly.
shit.
Bam hit him with the dad. Don't
Like-
talk to me, bro.
Hey, tell me
Ran
that.
off.
That's what that shit is, right? They got one kid that's a jock, and then the other one that's just like this emo, depressed ass kid that nobody fuck with. Like, imagine being Superman's son, and you just like you weak, like you suck.
emo as a
And
bitch.
you emo as a bitch. Your brother pick on you. You don't get no pussy. Like, imagine
To
that.
be fair though,
It's
the
so funny.
He real life is the brother that like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with him, but hey, don't talk to my brother like that. Because fam, somebody said some shit to his brother. Fam came out of nowhere. He wasn't even in the scene, and he just came out. Hey, don't talk to him like that.
Hey, on
Tackle
the real,
him.
on the real, he
Like-
did. On the real, he did.
So my recommendation is gonna be quick and gonna be easy. Season 7 of The Flash is coming out, man. I'm excited about it. You know, Arrowverse is my shit, so I fuck with The
So
Flash.
CW, Superman and Lois. I fucked with it. I'll get a Flash a chance again.
Yeah, you trash. You
Like I said, so I tell everybody all the
You
time.
reaching.
Season 1 through 3 of The Flash, amazing. Season 4 and 5, Season 6 got back good. Season 7, I'm excited for.
All right. My recommendation actually is gonna be the Digimon reboot.
you would.
I'm here
Yes.
for it. I'm here for
Let
it.
me tell
I forgot
you.
you like Digimon.
Let me tell you how much I've been fucking with this Digimon reboot. One, if y'all watched the first season of Digimon Adventure,
Like the original?
yeah, they're very original. It was very drawn out, like long to get into the action.
Mm-hmm.
This one is about the action. They get into it very quick. They got these kids going through some shit, dog. Like these kids will take out the big bad of the season. You know how usually you got to lead into the next one. The next episode they got like struck by black lightning because the next big bad is like, all right, we finna fuck y'all up, and it's just it's a different take from the original Digimon anime, but still holding on some of those things that you really liked.
Wow. My bad.
You good?
I'm waiting for your recommendation. I got to drop this before we end the show.
I'm done. Digimon animated reboot.
You got a new recommendation?
No, I don't. It's about the Spider-Man movie. The confirmed villain is going to be the Spot, which is a villain of both Spider-Man and Daredevil.
They confirmed that what's name was going to be in it, I thought.
He is going to be in it. The Spot. Remember, y'all familiar with the cartoon, the video game Portal, where you go through the portals? Yeah. The Spot is basically a motherfucking dude that got portals.
I didn't know that. I never knew that at all.
He's going to be the villain in Spider-Man, and
that creates all these multi-universes. Like he's like
that ties in Daredevil. The only way that I think that villain can come up is if and I'm just theorizing, is if Doctor Strange comes before Spider-Man, because that would open up.
It will.
It will open.
Doctor Strange ain't.
It ain't? I thought it was.
Spider-Man's supposed to come out this December.
Okay.
Oh.
And Doctor Strange is supposed to come out next
So
year.
then
Right.
maybe that's so weird, dude.
You're right.
Because I would think that the Spot will come up.
No, Spider-Man's December. It's Christmas.
That's what I thought.
I would think that the Spot will come up because of something that happened during the multiverse of this. So maybe Doctor Strange comes in. I don't fucking know, bro. The Spot is the villain in it, and that ties in Daredevil and Spider-Man together.
Here's what I wish.
You got it.
I know.
No,
you got it.
Let Bacardi get his recommendation.
No, he got it. I did. I've been pointing, nigga. You got it.
Recommendation?
I gotta wrap it up.
We done. Like I did it already.
Dog, I gotta pee.
I've been did it. I've been done.
I'm too hot for that.
Yeah, I've been done.
One last thing.
I gotta piss.
I know.
Get your shit off.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's what I hope Deadpool does, because you know with PG-13 you can go.
It's gonna be R.
It is.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Oh, I just said you said Daredevil.
No,
so.
listen. Here's what I hope Spider-Man do. With PG-13, you can drop 2 F-bombs before it turns rated R. So I hope Daredevil drops the 2 F-bombs, because you know Spider-Man can't. So I hope Daredevil, when he gets in there, because of who he is, he dropped the F-bomb. But all right, as always, man, make sure you go to geeksetpodcast.com. Make sure you check out all our past episodes. Make sure you go ahead and go to our merch store, purchase our merch. The best way to support us, if you want to support us, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset. Make sure you like, subscribe to everything on our YouTube, Facebook. Give us some ratings and everything like that. By the time this episode is out, make sure that you go back and watch some of the one-on-one with Deuces. I'm going to have, actually, like I said, Brandon McKnight from the Arrowverse. That one is out. King Vader is out.
You said Brian McKnight.
No, Brandon McKnight.
Brandon McKnight. Shout out.
Yeah, like it.
Oh, we got Brian McKnight.
Shout out to Brandon McKnight and King Vader. Like, shout out to Brandon McKnight and King Vader for this episode, like, going in forward to the next episode.
Yep. And as always, man, this has been the only podcast that play hip-hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.
Now Bacardi can go piss.
Yes, please.